Hope so. It should be all in toilet.
I you know how they talk about having your ducks in a row? I'm pretty sure all my ducks aren't even in the same pond.
I don't know what that word means anyway. How do you get ducks in a row besides if it's a mother duck and babies?
Some mother duck and babies.
That's the only way you could have ducks in a row if he's got a mama duck and a baby.
No, but I heard mother duck and babies, like motherfucking babies.
Yeah, motherfucking babies.
Yeah, mother duck and babies.
Precisely.
Oh, I'm still in the OvPod thing. I need to be in my thing so that I can do this. That way you can see it
Yay.
without
The delay.
delay. So I literally like I had to look up where the hell we are in the story and what we're like what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going back for one more day of training on Thursday, but then I'm done.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that doesn't affect us now.
No, well, yeah, because like Thursday is just my my variety night, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Stardew.
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
I'm
getting back into Stardew lately.
Yeah, I've noticed. I've been actually like every now and then I've been seeing you play it, and I'm like, I kind of want to join your farm or have you join mine.
I'll be up for starting whatever farm.
Yeah. All right.
What I'm doing right now is kind of a fuck around thing, but if you need to get a guy to brave the mines for you, I can be a miner.
Oh, that's what I love. Right now, actually, my mother and I have been playing Stardew quite a bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing Stardew with you on Thursday. That sounds like a good time, actually. If you're up for it, I don't know if that's part of your format or whatever.
Yeah. Ratties, I hate you. I hate rats with a passion.
Oh, me too. Oh, except the pet rats, they're sweet.
Oh yeah, pet rats are adorable.
But those viruses can get fucked.
Yeah, those viruses can get fucked.
Are we live?
Oh yeah, we've been live for a couple minutes.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll put the gamer words away.
Yes, put the gamer words away. No getting tilted and shouting words that begin with N.
Yeah, no Q word, no X word,
yes.
no Y word.
Don't even think about bringing out the Q word.
Yeah, oh no, did you catch that in the background? My roommate said it.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm sorry for any Yankees out there. I know that a lot of wounds have been made with Yankee Doodle. I apologize.
Well, there's a Q word that no one should ever say in relation to my streams.
Quiet?
Quality.
That's alright. Nobody goes to streamers for quality.
Damn it!
Have you seen? Do you know who Asmongold is?
Oh yeah.
He like lives in the center of his own like trash hoard. So like.
Yes. Oh god. I saw a photo of his trash hoard and I was just like, wow, you know, my frickin' office here doesn't look great because we use it for storage, but at least it's better than that.
Do you know who XQC is?
Yes.
What is his accent? I know people come from Quebec. That's not Quebec. What the hell? Where did his accent come from?
I have to fix something. I accidentally had the game coming through my headphones instead of my like computer speakers, so it was picking up multiple times.
Oh, I wonder if it was feedback.
Well, there wouldn't have been feedback, but it was like it was picking up the desktop audio, and then it was also picking up my headphone audio. Because like I have you coming from my headphones, and at one point I had the game coming from my headphones, so it was picking up the game from the desktop audio and the game from the headphone audio, but one was a lot quieter than the other.
Oh damn!
So I don't think people. Not that there's anybody in here, but I don't think people could actually hear us for the most part.
Uh-oh.
Because I have the desktop audio turned right down because people were talking about how they couldn't hear me, right?
Oh, yeah, well, that's alright.
I mean, it's not like I have anything to say, to be honest.
So, I'm a casual One Piecer.
Okay.
Like, I've only watched episodes here and there, and I've only, like, read summaries. I have not dove into the big dive. I think I've watched maybe 30 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the live action. I think you're more of a dedicated fan. How did you enjoy the live action?
I am, and I think it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They finally did a live action anime right.
Yep. It was so good.
Yeah.
And the things that they changed only served to improve.
Yeah. They got rid of like the annoying obnoxious Luffy from the dub version, where he's just like a
Yes.
madman who yells about meat all the time, and they actually gave him some heart and like some like actual like awareness of his crew enough that he can like speak to their hearts and shit. Like that's the Luffy I like.
Yeah, that's manga Luffy. That's Japanese
Yeah,
Luffy. 4Kids
yeah,
made him kind of a manic, crazy person.
yeah,
I think it was 4Kids.
yeah.
I
I think
wouldn't
it's
be surprised if it was.
they simplify a lot of shit.
Yeah, because 4Kids is 4Kids, and they, you know, I will never forgive them for jelly-filled donuts.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because these have to be donuts. They can't be rice balls. We can't let
Yeah,
the American
American
kids
children
find out
don't.
about any new food.
Well, the reasoning for it was that American children have no idea what a rice ball is, so we have to change it to something American. Thus, thus donuts.
Okay, okay. I've never been to Japan. I'm guessing it's a ball of rice.
I mean, that sounds accurate. I've never been to Japan myself. I forgot those only go straight forward. I thought they angled up like the ones from 1. God
Man,
damn it.
the climb is fancy. He's got a front lawn.
He does have a front lawn, and he wants me to stay off it.
Yeah. Get off my lawn.
You damn kids! Get off my lawn! Damn kids!
Have I told you about the reason that the orcs are joining humanity in the fight against chaos?
Yes, I kind of forgot, but
Yeah.
like it's the old guy that they respect.
Yeah, Yorick.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that still tickles me. The next chapter of that hasn't come down yet.
The orcest human that there was ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping. I know there's a few lore things coming up. Like they've set up a lot of dominoes to knock over. Like you got Metalhead Demigod that I can't remember the name of. Like going through the warp, looking for this thing that he can unlock with his key that he's got now. They got the lion back. They got whispers of a couple other Primarchs coming back. One evil, one good. They got the Tyrannic War that's preying down on Earth. And Chaos is firing up shit, and the orcs are joining the human cause. Like, they got a lot of stuff set up. I wonder if they can execute it.
And it's a lot of, like, stuff you wouldn't have expected to happen in a million years.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm glad they saw the light, because I mean, when I say saw the light, I think they saw the dollar signs popping in their eyes. Like, as soon as they brought Gilliman back and they saw, like, a increased interest, I think they learned the hack. It's like, oh yeah, we got to bring all 20 of them back.
They realize that that's what people want.
Yeah, like, That's the human side. That's the human side of the shit. Like the ad mech is sort of like separate from the human shit. 'Cause they're doing their own thing. But the
Yeah,
human shit is like it's a big soap opera with big blubbery like superboys. You know?
yeah. Oh my goodness, did you see the video that I shared in my Discord and the Offpod one?
No, which one?
Oh god. So I've recently kind of started enjoying a YouTuber called Flaw Peacock.
Flaw Peacock.
Yes, Flaw Peacock. And I put that space in there for a specific reason. Because if you say it fast enough, it...
Oh yeah.
Yep, there you go. But,
yeah, I didn't say it in my head. Yeah, what's his gig? What does he do?
basically the same kind of stuff as, like, if you're familiar with Wendigoon.
Oh yeah.
Or, yeah, that kind of shtick. And...
mystery, history, controversy, internet stuff.
Yeah. Flaw has mostly stayed on, like, the fictional stuff. So, like, he's done stuff on, like, a couple of games. He did a big, long thing about Faith, the Unholy Trilogy.
Ooh.
And, like really diving into, like, the not only the lore, but, like, the, I'm just running away. The, like, symbolism of things and things like that, and that's what got me hooked. But he also, like, the way he presents is like a crazy, like, professor. Because he will keep in moments where he, like, oh, hey, that's actually an idea. I should talk about this. No, that went nowhere. Never mind. And he'll leave that kind of stuff in. And he sounds like me when I'm doing a lore conversation. But,
and big long videos too.
Yeah, like the one that I sent was the Suspiria one that just came out, and it's like 4.5 hours.
I like those though.
But at one point in the Suspiria one, he's talking about Lacan's gaze, the French psychoanalyst Lacan and the gaze. And he was like, I need to explain it better, so we're going to talk about my dump truck ass. And he goes on like a multi-minute long explanation that makes complete sense about how Lacan's gaze connects to, like, commentators, comments under his videos talking about how nice his ass is.
Oh jeez.
Because at one point, and he is like, I have a very large humor, about it. And it's really fun. He is a really funny person.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but like, that's similar to like how I learned all the arcs in One Piece is, like, I looked at a bunch of lore explainer videos, but the best one I found was a guy explaining all of the lore, and it's just him in like an abandoned warehouse, it looks like, with his friends, and he has explained the One Piece lore on a whiteboard, and it's 4 hours long, and it goes through all the arcs, I think up to 2 years ago, and that was like the context I needed to like dive into more important episodes, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I love that people are more willing to do long form videos like that. Because for a while it was kind of seen as not appropriate for YouTube. Like, because there was a time when, like, it was like, oh, you can only have 20-minute videos. If you have more than 20 minutes, people are just going to click off of it, and you're not going to, it's no good. And I'm happy that people have started kind of adapting to, no, people actually do want to sit and listen to someone talk for 4 hours.
Yeah.
About something they like.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of my favorite video essays are like long ones because they can really get into it.
Yeah, I listen to them at work mostly, so a lot of the time it's like, okay, well, I have 8 hours of work. So what can I watch that's 8 hours long?
Yeah, that's like half the feedback I get about Oddpod is like, hey, you've made like all my night shifts like a little less stupid. I'm like, well,
Yeah, I feel bad that I don't listen to Ozpod more.
well, it's all good.
It's
I
one of those
never
things.
I never want people to feel obligated to listen to it. I want people to want to listen to it.
Well, it's one of those things like when you guys were posting like new video or like new episode out, and I'm like, cool, I will totally listen to that. And don't actually listen to it.
Yeah.
I always feel bad because I'm like, I'm totally gonna do it this time. Nope.
Oh, it's all good. There's only so many hours in a day.
Well, that's kind of it, right? And I gotta keep up on all my movies and all my TV shows, and
Yeah.
I need to like make a conscious effort to actually carve at least an hour out of my day because I've bought a whole bunch of new books. Oh shit, this is not where I needed to be.
Oh, he looks formidable.
Yeah. Well, he's the V2 version of Magnet Man, right? So... Damn it. Well, it's a good thing I saved just recently, I guess.
I like his cute choker.
Yeah. I like the design of Magnet Man. Ow.
Ooh, magnet balls.
Yes, I do not want a taste of his magnet balls.
Might taste sweet. Might be exactly what you need.
It might be.
Salty magnet balls.
Salty magnet balls. Please tell me I don't have this reversed. Please be a program advance. It is. Let's kill this guy. As Bray would say, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
You son of a bitch!
Oh,
You absolute dick.
what a piece of cheese.
Bye-bye. You absolute...
Oh, you kissed your mother with that mouth.
I did, in fact.
Oh fuck, Jesus! Your mom's gonna get a case of the edge.
Listen here, I can be a pizza cutter if I want to.
It can only be a cheese cutter.
Ah, damn it. Sergeant Squishy says, I'm here, I'm queer, entire statement.
I'm hands.
I am a gelatinous void.
I often hands.
This is the yellow one where we were supposed to break.
No.
I just remembered that I had to break a yellow one in this area to get to the next section of the Undernet.
Yeah, you got a tunnel, eh?
Yep. So this is the one we actually need to be at.
Yeah.
The other one just leads to Magnet Man, and no thank you.
And Magnet Woman.
The Magnet Woman.
Yeah, who has
Magnet
a
Whammin'.
Whammin'.
All them whammons.
With their chromosomes.
All these damn whammons and their
Carbon-based cells.
feelings.
Or human faces.
All these whammons and their human faces. See, when some people have faces, when some people have human faces, you know, people are okay with it. But when I have a book full of human faces, suddenly it's not okay.
Yeah, I'm just pressing them flat, like you do to flowers. What's the big deal?
How else am I supposed to get Facebook?
Oh, suddenly it's just quaint when Granny does it, but I press one face and suddenly I'm a monster.
Right? Look, digital trees.
Oh shit, they're like hologram trees.
Yeah, they're like little hologram trees. I
Those are the
forgot those
best.
were in
You don't
here.
have to water them, and
There's even one over there.
They can't get spruce beetles.
Yes, that's important. Fuck spruce beetles. Damn you. I don't have much I can do. Except just kind of avoid. Okay, we're just gonna murder him with some gospel. The most powerful music known to man.
Gospel. Oh, everybody's dead. I love it.
I love when everyone dies. And it's
Happy
not
ending.
me. We can't go below with this thing in the way. Now how am I supposed to get it out of here? I swear. Hey, who are you? Eh? Bro's been looking for me? He worries too much. Hey, do me a favor. Go back to where he is and tell him I'm alright. And I'll be back soon. I'm still looking for a way to break this ice. Eh? You're looking for a way to break the ice too? I'm the Keymaker. I am Vince Clortho, the Keymaker.
Who's the other one?
Zool. There is no Dana,
That's
only
the one.
Zool.
Right.
Yes, I am the Keymaker. Now let me, insert my key into, oh, what the heck is the actress's name? Sigourney Weaver.
That's the one.
Because it was Rick Moranis and Sigourney Weaver.
Forgot it was Rick Moranis.
Yep. Because it was Louis Tully. So from what I heard, they might be planning another Ghostbusters movie.
Oh yeah, Hollywood can't resist that bucket.
Wow, exactly. And to be fair, I can't resist it either. I love Ghostbusters.
I like it when it's done well.
Yep. So, basically all the movies, and the video game, and the comics, and the real Ghostbusters TV show. Because it's one of those things where Ghostbusters hasn't really had any stinkers.
Yeah, like they've had ones that are just okay, but just okay is better than most things these days.
Yeah.
I like the one with the kids.
Yeah. That's the most recent one.
And the cartoon show was great too.
Yes, I really liked the real Ghostbusters TV show. One of the things that I love about Ghostbusters is everything is canon.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about, like, oh man, is this comic book canon, or is this, is the video game canon? Because it is. It's all canon.
Oh yeah.
And not even in a, oh, well, we just don't care. You can just make anything canon if you like. It's actually legitimately... Can you come to a space that I can actually hit you? Because it's ice and I have to, like, slide. It has that real good, like, Pokemon ice physics.
Oh yeah, like in the ice cave.
Yeah. So, like, I can't get onto any of that interior plus sign. I just slide right through. So, like, when it was in the middle row, I can't do anything. But yeah, like, fun fact that I've probably already mentioned many times, but the video game is actually Ghostbusters 3.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. Basically, Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis wrote Ghostbusters 3, but after Ghostbusters 2 didn't do as well at the box office as Paramount wanted, they got rid of plans to do Ghostbusters 3, but they held on to the script. And, like, decades later, Activision comes to them as like, hey, by the way, we want to make the game. We got the rights to do the game, so do you have anything for us? And Harold Ramis was like, well, actually...
Wonderbar.
So yeah, legitimately, Ghostbusters, the video game, is actually Ghostbusters 3. And
Oh, shit.
like actually legitimately canon and everything.
Was that the one the angry video game nerd freaked out at?
No, not the NES one.
Okay.
Like I'm talking the one that came out for PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Squishy says, fucking silver gold ice cave. I'm stuck on that damn puzzle for so long as a kid. See, my thing with those ice caves is, for whatever reason, even as a kid, it just clicked for me. And, like, I am really good at those puzzles. I don't know what about them just worked in my brain. But, like, those sliding puzzles and, like, sliding block puzzles, they just, for whatever reason, work in my brain. And I'm, like, a master of those.
You must be alright with Final Fantasy puzzles then, too. They're
Yeah.
pretty similar.
Oh, yeah. Final Fantasy puzzles, Legend of Zelda puzzles. You know, one of my favorite games that I just realized should have been one of my spooky season games. That actually makes me kind of sad that I didn't think about it until just now. But, Bucktie. I've already revised the schedule like 3 times. I'm not revising it again, so I'm just gonna have to find another way to play Hideo Kojima's Vampire Hunter game.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yep. Bucktie, the Solar Boy, was a Game Boy Advance game that Hideo Kojima made. The cool thing with it is, because it was a Game Boy Advance game, what they did was they had it to where, like, the little cartridge would stick out slightly, and there was a small black square on your cartridge. That small black square was actually an ultraviolet sensor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was actually an ultraviolet sensor, and so you're hunting vampires, you need sunlight.
Sunlight.
Yep. Right. Is wind away? No, yeah, wind is away. I need that Metar to come to me, not away from me. But yeah, tiny black square, and the whole point of it was that it was an ultraviolet sensor, and you would go outside, expose your game to the sun, and you'd be playing, and then there would be some puzzles where you would have to, like, use your thumb and cover up the sensor so you didn't have sunlight, so that, like, certain switches would work, and then you would uncover it to give it more sunlight, and etc., etc. Every boss you kill as a normal boss, and then you have to drag their coffin back out of their house to the pile driver, which was like a series of magic, like, mirrors that would focus the sunlight into their coffin and kill the vampire. Such an interesting concept for the game. And I have to say, a lot better than the original concept. Because the original concept, I to this day, I don't know if Kojima was just, like, fucking with people, or if he legitimately wanted to make this. But he originally wanted to include a sensor where it would check how much garlic was on your breath. And you would, like, have to eat a bunch of garlic and then breathe into the game cartridge to kill vampires. And because it's Kojima, to this day, I don't know if he was just fucking with them, or, like, if that was legitimately something he wanted to do. Because it's Kojima, and you never know when he's just fucking with you. I love following him on Twitter or X or whatever, because he is absolutely unhinged, and I am here for it.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Like, he'll post a random thing and just be like, yep, this is a statement I am making. If you don't like it, you can leave. Oh, and like one of the big trolls that he did that I was kind of impressed with. He posted, and I was just like, this is like simultaneously hilarious, and oh, you know this is going to piss a bunch of people off.
Yeah.
He posted on 9/11 buying a Lego airplane.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, this is going to piss off a lot of people, but at the same time, it's hilarious.
That's like Gilbert Gottfried. I think it was like 2 days after 9/11. He had a comedy show, and he made the joke. Sorry, I'm late. I had to fly in through New York and make an exchange at the Twin Towers.
Oh, God!
But like, I remember in a documentary he was explaining like, hey, you know, before 9/11 I was a comedian, and after 9/11 I'm a comedian. You know?
Yeah. Well, then, one of the things is a lot of people were like, how dare he? You know, that's disrespectful, that's all this. And people were quick to point out, it's like, he's Japanese. The world doesn't revolve around the United States.
Yeah.
It wasn't as big of a... It wasn't as big a deal for the entire world like the US thinks it was.
Yeah, the U.S. likes to think it's like the default world feeling, you know?
Well, yeah, and like, it's the what is it? I've heard it referred to as the worst tragedy to ever have happened in the entire world. And it's like,
buddy.
no.
I can think of a couple.
Yeah, I can think of two that the United States caused.
Yeah, exactly.
The two largest terrorist actions that the United States has ever taken. Because this is a hill that I will absolutely die on. That was not acts of war. Those were terrorist actions.
Yeah.
They didn't go for military targets. They went for 2 civilian cities filled with people.
Yeah, they weren't represented by the government. They weren't funded by the government. They were a private, like, cell of radicals. Like,
I agree with Squishy. USA is main character syndrome.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, oh. The United States pisses me off sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah. The only part is we gotta always be worried about them, because, like, their military's powerful enough that if they go fascist, then we just have to deal with it, because I don't know if even the collective power of the rest of the world can take them down.
No, they have a larger military budget than the next five countries below them, which,
yeah,
or was it next 7 countries below them? The following 5 of them are allies.
And like there's a bunch of factors. Like they got an ocean on both sides. There's so much landmass to conquer. Like even without the military infrastructure, they'd be hard to invade.
Oh dear, I'm gonna die.
So yeah, that's the sad thing. Like that's why you gotta hope that they stay like liberal and democratic and like all that stuff. Because if they go like full fascist dictatorship, what's the world gonna do to stop them?
Yeah,
I don't know what we can.
I do love, I think it was Robin Williams, talking about Canada and the United States, saying Canada is like having a really nice apartment on top of a meth lab.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yep. That's basically correct.
Yeah, and by the looks of the next election, our politics is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years behind yours.
We're getting pretty close to them.
Hate to say it, I think it's gonna be Pierre Poilievre.
Oh God, I hope not.
I mean, looking at it, I don't know if the liberal candidates can. I don't know if they can get the votes that Pierre can. I think, if I were to put money on it, I think it's Pierre in next election.
Oh, that horrifies me.
Yep.
As a sane, rational individual, that scares the shit out of me.
Yep.
Okay, Rat. It's just you and me now, honey bunch.
It is time.
Ah! Suck my dick, Rat.
Yeah. Umbrella? You umbrella fuck?
Oh, and the umbrella fuck, too. At least they're not as bad in 2 as they were in 1, because, like, I hated them in 1.
Oh, was there like a clocks turned up or what?
Well, no, they would stay in one place, but their clouds would rain up and down the column, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so at least in this one, so they kind of reversed it. So in this one, the clouds move, or like the enemies move, but the clouds they generate don't. So it's a little bit easier to dodge them, but it makes it harder to hit them. I am so frickin' lost. Like, this is some riveting gameplay. I swear. I swear to the Eldritch ones.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Narth Yoltep. And
Yes.
Cathalo.
That hurt my brain a little bit.
And Dialga.
Oh no, these ones do go up and down too. What the hell? I thought these ones were easier to dodge.
And Granada.
Oh my god, are you just doing that to annoy me at this point?
And Santina. You know, all the classic Eldritch H.P. Lovecraft gods.
Yes. All of the classic H.P. Lovecraft gods.
Stayed up all night working on my pronunciation. Safe to say I got it right down.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, sorry, I messed up on his name the first time. Niar Hola Hapa Hap.
Praise Nyarla Hola Ha Ha Ha.
It's like 3 words in one. It's a mouthful.
Yeah. Imagine having to actually worship him, though.
Yeah, you would spend half your prayer just saying his name.
Yeah, exactly. Nyarla Ha 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 Ha.
Can I call you just Nar for short? No? Okay.
No.
He's like a chaos god, eh?
Oh god, yeah.
Like dark chaos, though. Like if his chaos ends up in like a genocide, like whatevs kind of thing.
Well, no, not even whatevs. That would be celebrated.
Oh yeah, so he's like a dark chaos god. He's not a playful chaos god like indigenous people's coyote.
No, god, no.
And he's not like sometimes playful, sometimes not playful like Loki.
He's
like
always
legit, like,
malicious, yeah.
Oh, he's a malicious. That's an interesting flavor.
He is actually the only Eldritch god in Lovecraft lore to actually be legitimately malicious.
Oh, really? The rest are just like...
The rest are just, like...
beings living.
Yeah, they're just beings existing, and oops, I just drove the guy crazy by existing. Oh, well. You know,
oh, man.
it's the idea of, like, you know, us and ants, right?
Yeah.
Cthulhu and them are just like, oops, I just stepped on an anthill, whereas Nyarlathotep is that bastard with a magnifying glass actively burning the ants because he thinks it's funny.
Oh, fuck. So, like, does he do the bidding of the other chaos gods?
No.
The other gods? Or does he do his own shit?
He does his own shit. In fact, one of his biggest goals in some of the later works, like some of the non-Lovecraft expanded work, particularly August Derleth's stuff, is he actively, like, wants to keep all of the rest of them asleep because it means he gets free reign.
Oh, that's interesting. So, like, he may try and foil attempts to wake them up then, eh?
Yep. He wants to make his way into our world. And actually, canonically, he's in our world somewhere.
That's like an interesting, actually, motivation, because, like, for a small time, people may, like, wonder why, like, Narth Yoltep is sort of teaming up with them before, like, he inevitably turns once he's made sure the other gods are going to stay asleep.
Oh yeah, once he knows that he's safe in his power, he doesn't have any reason to be your friend.
It's just an enemy of my enemy kind of thing.
Yep.
I like that flavor of chaos.
I do too.
I do appreciate the other ones where it's just like coin flip or playful chaos, but like actual malicious chaos. Oh, that's cool too.
Well, and it's
If
kind of rare often, especially more recently, because people have started like authors and things have started kind of pulling away from they're evil just because they're evil, because everybody's got to have a reason and everybody's got to have a motive, or they have to just be crazy random for the lulls.
yeah,
And I like that Nyarlathotep is like consistently portrayed as no, this being is just outright evil. This creature wants nothing more than suffering.
that's pretty cool.
The coolest thing about Nyarlathotep is because the way he's written. Nope, this is not where I need to be. Come on. I swear half the playthroughs of this are just me forgetting where the hell to go and or like getting lost.
Ah, that's any game.
Yeah. But like I was thinking about it last night at work and I was like, man, I was like kind of hoping we'd be on like 4 or 5 by now.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
But I mean, yeah, it's you're having fun, I'm having fun. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like my estimation, because this came out back in March, and we're only like 3/4 of the way through 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was gonna, as long as it takes, as long as it takes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not concerned. Like I'm not checking my watch, going, "Oh God, are we done yet?" But it's like
Yeah.
my estimation was like we'd be done 4 by now, and reality has proven that to be wishful thinking.
Did you estimate that on like average game time
Yeah.
completion or what?
Yep, I just estimated it on like generalized, like, oh, it takes about 15 or so hours for each game.
Yeah.
And if I consistently do about 4 hours a stream night, that should have gotten us like done or close to done by now. But yeah, no. we are taking a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But like we said, we're having fun, you're having fun, I'm having fun, chat's having fun
Oh yeah.
whenever people actually show up. But it's I need to get to the NetSquare is where I need to get, and like it's driving me nuts because I can't remember how to get there from where I am.
I might have to pull out a guide.
I might end up just looking up a map because this is driving me kind of crazy because I'm just going around in circles.
Yeah, do what you need to do.
I'm like I was trying not to because I'm like it's not that like it's not that difficult. Like it's not like the areas in this are vastly improved over 1. But for whatever
Hmm.
reason, I'm just not making a turn where I need to make a turn.
Yeah.
And it's kind of driving me crazy. I feel like I'm just like I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Well, you probably just don't remember.
Well,
How
that
long has it
that's
been since you
exactly it.
played this?
Well, how long have you been doing training?
Oh, like, I mean, how long has it been since you played 2 the last time?
Oh, at least 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't hold on to obscure roots of obscure levels like for that
My
long all the time.
my brain holds on to so much obscure shit. I'm kind of surprised it didn't hang on to this.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Netopia Square. Okay, here we go. I'm in Netopia 3. That leads to Yum 2. That's like exactly not the right place. That's not even the right country. Okay, you know what? I know where we're going. I know how we're getting here.
Excellent.
Sort of. We're just running from this because, good gracious.
Yeah.
We're jacking right out because Ms. Million's purse is great and all, but actually Raoul's stereo gets us closer. Eventually, I still have to fight Thunderman and get his chips. I said I was going to do that between streams, and, like, I just didn't. I did not play this whatsoever without you.
Oh, cool.
So...
Are his chips important?
No, not particularly. I mean, we'll need them for the post game.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's not imperative that I get them like immediately. They're pretty cool chips, but they're not like, oh my goodness, we need them or else the playthrough is doomed. There aren't really any of those, to be honest. That's one of the things that I like about Mega Man, is there really isn't anything where it's like, oh, well, you need to get this or else you can't get past this area. Like, there are bits where it'll be like, you need this chip to get past this door or something, but like, all of them in combat are just purely, what do you like? What, you know, what strategies do you want to use in battle, kind of thing. There is no wrong answers.
Yeah.
And there isn't like a linear progression, except like linear chips. Like, for example, there's Rattan 1, Rattan 2, Rattan 3. They're still functionally the same chip, just slightly more powerful.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's one of those, and like, even in the PvP aspect of it, nobody's really... where the hell am I on the map? There I am. That's the guy I'm looking for.
Woo!
No, that's not the guy I'm looking for. Dang it. Because I need to find the guy's little brother to tell him that he's okay. I think I'm in the wrong spot. I'm gonna just quickly, like, I do have a walkthrough open because, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Squishy, check your signal.
What's wrong with Squishy?
Oh, I'm just putting something together, and I need what she wants.
Oh, gotcha.
Yar.
My brain process signal is like, oh, she's having, like, connection issues, not like Signal the
Oh
app.
yeah. Oh, not everybody knows about Signal. You know?
Yeah, well, I do, but like my brain was like, check your Signal. Oh, is she having problems with the stream?
Oh yeah.
Because
Makes
like,
sense.
because I'm in a different window, the game is paused.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's, that's not like that's not up, that's not you guys, that's me. That's on my
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Gospel of, is this wind?
Yeah, no, water.
Ah,
The Gospel of Water.
makes sense.
Oh, great. Thank you for being very vague, walkthrough.
I love when walkthroughs are vague. Because it's not like you go there for details to help you walk through or anything.
Right. Go back to the Keymaker's brother, exactly where you found him before. Cool, I don't remember where I found him before.
Walk through for Orkanaev times Water Temple. Step 1. Beat the temple.
Step 1, get lost.
Number 2. Kill that goddamn clam.
Oh yeah, he's a green Navi in Natopia 2, so I'm in the right spot at least. I am not completely lost.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. I had to, like, reopen OBS, like, unminimize it.
You are.
And I forgot that paused the game, so I'm, like, pressing buttons on the controller and going, why is this not doing anything? This is the guy. There's a gift for you, blue frag A. Well, we got one of the 3 blue frags. I hate going back to the walkthrough so much, but like, okay, but what now? This is often like this frag, like this whole like ice on the net thing is widely considered one of the worst chapters because it's just a bunch of like go here, go back, go to this other place, now go back, now go to this other place. It's dumb backtracking.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I got this. I'm not a complete I'm not completely lost anymore. Owie. And I'm actually doing fairly decently. OBS, so I can actually see if people are talking to me.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna jack back into Miss Million's purse.
I'm surprised a purse is like can hack into the net. I guess it's a pretty big purse though.
Well, yeah, it's like one of those sort of data purses, like, because there is no physical currency anymore.
Yeah.
So her purse is probably like a mini server, like a what's the word I'm looking for? Those little like mini server packs. God, my coworker was talking about them the other day too. Where they're like the size of like a building brick. And they yeah, you can run like an entire server on it.
Oh, makes sense.
They're really cool. He was thinking about getting like 2 or 3 of them and then just creating a server farm and then like charging people for space. He's pretty awesome, honestly. He's like in his 40s, but he's more up on computer shit than me. Or no, he's probably actually Ed's probably closer to his 50s. But yeah, like older guy, but like 100% knows his onions. Way more than I do. So I'll listen to him just talk about like, oh yeah, and then I did this in this program, and I'm like, cool, I don't even know what the hell that program is.
Yeah, there's a lot of programs like that. Like that are popular in some circles, but nobody outside of them has heard of them.
Well, and it'll be like he'll talk about like, oh yeah, I did this cool thing in Linux, and I was like, I don't even know how to make it say hello world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I only have to move 1 back. Come here, you. I need to move closer.
It was you telling me about the Red Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time they're purple, so they're good.
Yep, these guys are like purple.
Oh god.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite like weird little pieces of lore that yeah, technically for a certain amount of time Stardew Valley was breaching the Geneva Convention.
I hope the letter they sent them was nice.
Oh yeah. Like when cuz like I heard it right from Eric Barone, like Concerned Ape.
Oh, like the guy who made the games, right?
Yep. And yeah, he said they sent him an email, and the guy was like, "Yep, you know, a lot of us in the UN legal team are big fans of Stardew Valley. We just don't want to have to do, you know, like we don't want to have to send you an official letter." So here's the thing, here's the citation, like this is where you've done it. Change it quick. You know, here are some options that you can use that we like that the Geneva Convention allows.
Yeah.
Because like it's as long as it's not an equilateral red cross. You can change the color, you can change, like you can make it like have those little like hooks on the end, like the iron cross, for example. If you made like a red iron cross, that's fine. If you made like a purple equilateral cross, you're fine. You know.
I wonder if you need like mens rea, like the motivation of the crime to commit that crime. I wonder if that was consideration, because like,
Probably.
Concerned Ape wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna impersonate the Red Cross. Like he was just like, oh, I'm gonna need a medical symbol. Oh, a Red
And what's
Cross
the
is
most prevalent medical symbol, right?
yeah.
Yep. It's cool that they're kind of chill about it all.
Yeah. They could have just easily not been.
Yeah. Well, and, it was nice that those lawyers were like, hey, by the way, we're big fans. We don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because it's another thing, like, they didn't have to do that. They could have just let it go and sued him. But it's also one of those things where it's like, I don't think they actually enforce it very hard.
Yeah.
Because it is sort of, it's like Kleenex and tissue paper. The Red Cross has just kind of become ingrained in the social zeitgeist as, red equilateral cross means hospital or means medical.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, I don't know if they prosecute that too heavily. But, yeah, just a fun, weird piece of lore that technically for like a year and a half, Stardew Valley breached the Geneva Convention.
I mean, I'm Canadian. We breached all kinds of stuff in World War One. I can't.
The Geneva Convention partly exists because of us.
Yeah.
They had to write whole chapters about us.
Oh yeah, and we just came up with new ones.
Yep.
They're like, write down everything the Canadians did. That's what's not allowed anymore.
Write down everything the Canadians did, and we took that as a challenge.
Man, we did so much evil shit in World War One. There was one where we took a bunch of cans, like canned food, and we threw it over.
I was about to say, that's my favorite one. We threw a bunch of just random cans out. And
the Germans were cautious, and they picked it up, and like, they're just like, oh, they're giving us free food. And then once we won over their trust, then the grenades came.
Yep, then we started throwing grenades that looked like cans, and then they run out and pick them up and blow up in their hand.
Yep.
Hello? Yes, I know you're accessing my microphone. You don't need to inform me of that.
Who's that?
The program that makes my little guy jump up and down?
Oh.
Was just like, hey, by the way, we're accessing your microphone. I'm like, I sure hope you are. I want my little guy to bounce.
That's like your roommate just coming in and like, hey, do you know I live here?
Yeah, just letting you know I live here. Yeah. Yeah, Craig, you've lived here for 5 years.
Yeah, just letting you know, though, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks, bro.
I'm not gonna stab you in your sleep, okay? Were you wondering about that?
I wasn't.
Okay, I'm not going to, though. I'm not planning on it. Can you drop it?
Okay.
Not. Can you leave your door unlocked, unrelated?
No, I don't think so, Craig.
I just need a bedtime story, and I like holding a knife when I hear my stories.
Oh my goodness. I need to slurp some water.
That sounded refreshing.
It was. Holy shit. Sometimes I forget how dehydrated I get. So, And I'm drinking it out of my nice, fancy anniversary edition LAN and Mega Man tumbler that was bought for
Holy
me by someone in the chat.
clout.
There is only one person in the chat, so, I mean, kind of obvious who that is.
Yar.
Yeah, it came with, like, the two tumblers, one silver, one gold, and two, little, acrylic, coasters.
Beast.
Squishy goes, oh, who could that be?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, an unknown question to let fade to the ages.
Lan, how'd that Navi on the floor below get down there?
He probably fell.
Huh? Hey you're mega something on Gospel's blacklist. Came to steal my blue frag, did you? Not initially, but now I kinda do want to steal your blue frag.
Is it valuable? Should I want to steal your flag?
Well, 'cause we need 3 of them to be able to make the blue cure.
Oh.
Blue frag, isn't that the base for blue cure? Come and get blue frag if you want it. Even if you find your way down here, it's pointless. Our civilization destruction plan will be complete.
Why did you tell us about it?
Ooh, you've got a Wii U buyer. I want to see you sucking your thumb as the world crumbles.
Weird vibes. Immediately weird vibes.
Yeah. Do you have a thing for watching people suck their thumbs?
Is that he brought it up out of nowhere. It was weird.
Yeah. Man, that's Navi's. Oh, that bugs me now. That's Navi's.
Blue frag.
Well, but it's the that apostrophe S, Navi apostrophe S.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's bugging me. I must move on. I shake my fist at it, but otherwise must move on.
Yeah, you have no mouth, but yet you must scream.
Yes. Check to see if there's a route to get near him. You've got mail. Thank you, Mega AOL. Chod here. Bird Poop Kid here. Midterm investigation report. There appears to be a Gospel Navi in Undernet 3. However, due to mysterious ice, I couldn't reach him. In searching for another route to the Undernet, I discovered an entrance from Koto Square. However, a special key is required to access that route. Oh, Tahina Hana!
Can you give it to me?
Thank you for the follow.
Give me the key, boot burp.
That's all I have to report at this stage. I will continue the investigation. Well, we do happen to know a Keymaker.
Do you think they named Chod knowing that it sounds like the name of a douchebag?
No, because I mean, the Chad thing was much, much later.
Oh, you're right!
Because you gotta remember, these games came out 20 years ago.
Mega Man predicted the future.
Multiple ways. Cyber terrorism.
Wait, are you saying we have personal computers that we carry around everywhere with us? Nah, fuck off.
Powered by AI?
Oh, shit. Even my toaster.
Yep. I will hack your toaster and turn up the heat.
Yeah, jacking into the toaster isn't like a big, crazy thing anymore.
I can play Doom on my fridge. I mean, I can't. I don't have a fridge that can do that. Much as I would love a fridge that could play Doom.
That'd be great. You mean like slay demons?
Well, yeah, like Doom, like the game.
Oh, like the video game.
Yeah.
I thought I had a brain fart. I thought you meant like make your fridge a demon hunter.
I mean, that would be cool too.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Yeah. The Adventures of Fridge the Demon Hunter.
I wonder what the storyline would be. That might be like, oh man, that could be the crossover for The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Yes. No.
I still haven't watched that series, although I still like the idea of it.
Me too, and also me either. Because, yeah,
I wonder,
I've been meaning to watch it.
like, the idea that like the devil is just trapped in like a McDonald's worker's body. That's funny, but I wonder what they're gonna, if they like expand away from that right away, or if they actually like play
Well,
that trope. Because
and
that'd be funny.
now that I think about it, actually, I think I did watch at least a couple of episodes. Because, like, the more I
Hmm.
thought about it, the more I'm like, no, I think I have seen it. Because, yeah, I remember him, like, actually running out of his job to go fight another demon, and then coming back to, like, do his job.
Oh yeah.
Which I thought was really funny.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
yeah,
Gotta
I
be back to the
absolutely
ship.
feel that.
Yeah.
Come here, you. I have absolutely had to leave my post to go fight a demon, in the form of a homeless person, high on PCP.
Oh yeah, and he's just getting us a good old slap fight with him.
No, I try desperately not to get in slap fights with people on
You know,
PCP.
roll around in the dirt with him.
Nope.
How about just like touch hands?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, if they're nice.
If they're nice and they ask politely.
Yeah. If
Oh,
they're
damn
rude
it.
about it, no hand access.
Yes.
You've been warned, people. No hand access if you're rude.
You have been warned, hobos.
But if you're polite, you can do anything you want with Cabby's hands. Anything.
Anything.
Anything. Even eat them.
I mean, I would prefer you don't eat my hands. I'm
But if
saving
they
them for
ask
me.
nice, would you give them a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I told you. I recommend a slow roast with some kind of beer-based sauce. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Like riblets. Make like knuckle riblets.
Aw, beauty.
I like that idea. You're making my hands sound very appetizing.
Problem is, once you've cooked your hands, you can't use your hands to eat your hands, because hands.
Yeah. Hands all the way down. Like turtles.
It's true, I have seen turtles going down.
That's not quite what I meant.
Going down swinging.
Ah, okay. That kind of going down. I was
Whoa!
like, I don't know, you might be into some
Whoa!
stuff.
Who do you take me for? I'm a little Christian child of God.
Uh-huh.
I do not sin with turtles. Have you heard their sounds? Those are demonic sounds.
Actually, yeah, that's true. They are demonic sounding.
Wah, wah, wah. Hope you're all happy. You just made me do a turtle come.
We gotta clip that. Turn that
No.
into a soundboard soundbite so I can tap it every now and then and just have Ood going.
Oh yes, that's the max amount of production you could possibly have.
Oh yeah. And then I'll just activate it in such a way that I don't have to hold the button down. I can just press it and it'll just go wah 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 wah.
Yeah, people just think you have just a happy turtle in your house.
Yep. I have a very happy turtle. So we now got gate key D. So that'll allow us to get from Den area to Kotobuki, which should get us to the Undernet. On the bottom where all those trees were, and where that dude was that has the blue frag and wanted us to suck our thumbs.
No, we're going back to meet him.
Yes. We're gonna go back to meet him and make him suck his thumb.
Oh, that sounds... Actually, I'm on board.
We're gonna make him suck his thumb and cry for his mommy.
Yeah, we're gonna make him call his mom on Christmas. It's gonna be terrible.
We're gonna make him turn his life around.
Yeah, you hear that? We're gonna start drinking more water.
Yeah, that one felt personal.
We're gonna hydrate. We're gonna take more naps. And you know when Nadine confronts us, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bite her. We're not gonna take that anymore. Rise up. Rise up against Nadine.
Rise up.
Sorry, I blacked out. What happened?
You kind of switched over to your other personality.
Oh, what did I talk about Nadine?
Yes.
Oh, to be fair, she's a real prick.
Oh, why? Why? Why am I just going in circles?
Oh,
Help
look,
me,
they're
Ood, help
shy.
me.
They're shy.
They are very shy, but then they, like, flip out at you.
No, they're just shy and they lash out because they secretly want to be your friend. See, look.
I think that one just wanted to bite me.
Oh, you have a bunch of little dudes inside you? I don't judge.
Oh yeah, Gate Man's got lots of little dudes inside him.
Clip it.
Ow! Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no!
Dramatic.
I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
It'll do. On the bar.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Oh, good, they're dead.
We shall dance on their bones.
Yeah. Even though it hurts our feet, it will still be a cause to celebrate.
Oh my goodness. No. We screwed this up again.
Oh, it's an ice flower.
I love how I say we screwed this up, even though it is firmly my fault. I am the one playing the game.
It's okay, I'm been doing it the whole time. Boom. Redwood.
Owie.
Redwood.
Red rum! Red rum!
How come he can just levitate above the chasm?
Because he's a douche canoe.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's one of the things I hate is when there are enemies that just float over things and you're just like, no! Why can't I? Why can't Mega Man do?
Yeah, and then Mega Man, he only has 2 arms? Other things have more than 2 arms? Very unfair.
At least I can run away. Okay, we're at the point where I'm just gonna, like, save, and then if this doesn't take me where I want to be, I'll just reload. Do I have any unlockers? I have 1 unlocker. Oh, yes. I have to actually open the unlocker in the thing. Anti-recovery. That's cool.
Yeah.
It means that if anybody tries to heal, they take a bunch of damage.
Oh, that's cool. So
Yep.
lots of regen people that'd be fucked by that.
Yep. Like those spookies, the invisible enemies, like the ghost ones.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The second they try to heal themselves, and even better is the fact that when something like anti-recuv goes off, it hits the entire enemy screen.
Oh damn.
So not just the one who like committed the crime of healing, but like the entire collection of enemies get slammed. And if I remember right, it's like 100 and some odd damage. Like it's a decent chunk. It doesn't say. But if I remember right, it's like a decent chunk of damage. It might even be 200. Here we are. Now we're back in the Xbox dimension. These bastards. But for the most part, anti-recuv is more of a PvP type chip.
Okay.
Because you can absolutely, like, screw over a player by doing that. Yeah, I think he went this way.
Yar.
Here he is.
Oh, there. Oh, look at how pink he is. I love him.
I don't
Don't
get it.
hurt
How
him.
did you get here? Heh, whatever. You'll die here, and that's all that matters.
No, make friends.
3 null and voids.
Okay, I do not like these things.
And
These things are inherently evil, I've decided.
Oh, yeah. The worst thing about them is that they heal faster than I can deal the damage. So you have to, like, get them in one hit, or, like, get them in multiple very fast hits.
Or if they just jump right back up to 220.
Yep. Well, because, like, I did 100 damage to all 3 of them, and they were back to 220 within a few seconds.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind so much using gospel chips on these guys.
Yeah.
This is the only game where these guys show up. So, yeah,
Boom, boom.
they kind of realize these guys are awful.
Yeah, makes sense.
They have decent chips, though. Like, the Whirlpool chips are actually pretty good. I made an oversight. The rumors said you were tough, but I was only a mere time stall anyway. Right now, Gospel's Supreme Commander Freeze, man. Chips! Hey, Bray! It's my favorite lizard. It is lunchtime, after all. Ah, you're eating chips and I'm using them. Steadily moving toward the destruction of the world. Hey, where's Gospel's HQ? Huh, wouldn't you like to know? The HQ is in Kodo Square. What? Kodo Square? Of all places? Oh no, I just had a can of V for lunch. That sounds like a balanced lunch.
No kidding, right?
Even if you reach it, you're no match for Freeze Man. Freeze Man! Ah! The Gospel Navi dropped something. Mega Man got Blue Frag B. Now we have 2 blue frags. Mega Man, head for Gospel HQ. Hold on, Lan, there's something else here. What is it? Grab it. Mega Man got Gospel ID. Oh, V is an energy drink. Well, yeah, I knew it was an energy drink because I remember you mentioning it before. That's why I was like, it is. My kidneys are probably full of gravel and my body malnourished. Yeah, that's why I said that sounds like an absolutely balanced lunch.
Oh yeah, the healthiest.
Yeah. Goodness knows I am not one to throw stones at people for bad dietary stuff. Like, the other day, I literally had, like, just a burger. And that was my meal for the entire day.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is probably why I got so sick. Yeah, probably. You tend to need some, like, vitamins and things.
Yarp.
You've got mail, Lamb. According to a new report from the Den Earthquake Center, a quake of unprecedented size is likely to occur shortly. Please proceed to an evacuation center immediately.
I wonder if they ever announce like a precedented wave. Like, this is a wave we totally expected, guys. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I would kind of assume like a 2.0 would be like a precedented one.
Yeah.
Fake, you can't predict earthquakes. You can if you have an advanced weather system that's supposed to be controlling them, but the bad guys have hijacked it to, like, intentionally cause earthquakes.
I don't know. If I roll nat 20 with a dwarf that has stone cutting, I think I can predict some shit.
Because, yeah, remember that, Ood? That's the plot of this chapter. They've literally hijacked the weather system.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
earthquakes aren't weather. They are technically, like, tectonic events.
Why don't they just fire some nukes?
This is Japan, not America.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to shoot bullets at the cyclone to make it stop.
Have they tried though?
To be fair, no.
I'm just saying maybe. Okay, maybe fire one nuke at the cyclone, then we'll like see what happens, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't hurt. Japan aren't too keen on nukes, I think. No, I don't think they are, Bray. They kind of have a reason to not really want any nukes.
Yeah, they're kind of tacky.
Yeah,
Also, it's killed thousands of their citizens, you know?
Yeah. Nukes
Mostly
are
the
a bit
tacky thing,
gauche.
Yeah, they're really into minimalism, so they like tiny, compact bombs.
Yeah. Tiny, compact bombs that spark joy.
Yeah. I found Mary Kondo's book at my job the other day, because we get a lot of books at our job. Yeah, I didn't have time to read it, but I saw it.
You should get rid of it so that it sparks joy.
Oh yeah, irony.
Yeah. Because she said you shouldn't have any books in your house.
Yeah, you know what, Mary? That doesn't spark joy.
They go for the little tactical nukes from Fallout. Yes, like the little mini Fat Mans.
Yeah. Precisely.
That is exactly the kind of little nukes we need. Man, I'm getting the itch to play Fallout again, but I don't know like what Fallout I want to play.
Yeah, and like, I always try and get into 4, but then like, I remember I've played through all of 4, so everything's predictable, so I can't get into it, and
yeah,
then I do 76. I'm like, oh, this is entertaining for a few days, and then I like drop it again. And I'm really ready for the next Fallout, but it's been years, and it's gonna be years.
Aw, Bray being a lore nerd. Ugh, imagine being a nerd for lore.
Right.
Oh, I don't know anybody who absolutely gushes about lore stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
That sounds super cringe, Bray. Super duper cringe.
By the way, have I told you about Lorgar?
By the way, did you know that in the year 2356, the Maverick War ended with 70% of the human population and 90% of the Maverick the Reploid population gone in Mega Man X? Yeah. I'm a fucking loser.
And then Horus arrived.
And then Horus arrived. I think Mega Man Zero would have gone way differently if Warhammer happened.
I think so. Yeah, a bunch of roided up superhumans and ceramites, power armor, firing guns that shoot rocket launchers. Sorry, shooting guns that shoot rocket launcher bullets. That's what a bolter is.
Yeah.
It's a bullet that'll make it inside you before it explodes.
And then you go pop, like popcorn.
It's true.
Yeah, I remember that one of the YouTube channels that I like, Roanoke Gaming, like this is a couple of years ago, but he did a thing all on like the Warhammer, like the Marines and everything. Like the physiological changes they have to go through, and
20-odd organs.
Yep.
And
like how theoretically it's actually like biologically possible. Like with our current medical tech, it is theoretically possible to do it.
You're talking about that surgeon. Is it like a surgeon going through the organs?
Well, it's he's a biologist.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a different video then.
Might be. But yeah, he's a biologist. You know what? No, we're just not even fucking with Quickman. We're just not fucking with this guy. There's a reason we have Buster Max mode, and it is to make my life easier.
Yar.
Because of all of the bosses in this game, I hate Quickman the most because he is a bitch to fight. Okay, so somewhere in here, somewhere in oh. How about the creepy looking place?
Yeah.
I was about to say,
has...
there's somewhere that's gospel controlled, and yeah, the creepy looking dark red tiles kind of gives it away.
Oh, I don't like this. Is this hell?
This is the gospel server.
Hate it.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I think it's hell. I think we took a wrong turn and got into hell.
I mean, it is kind of just hell.
1 L or 2?
2.
Judeo-Christian hell? That's my least favorite.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be Japanese hell. It could be Shinto hell.
Oh yeah, is that where you have to walk on that road that becomes so thin that it turns into a knife, and then you have to walk on the knife to get to heaven? And only the righteous can walk on the Shinto knife?
Yes.
Or
Or actually, now that I think about it, even worse would be Buddhist hell, because there's like 1,000 different hells.
Oh, fuck that.
And they're all like torturous. They're all like being flayed alive, or like being fed your own intestines, or, you know.
What the hell? What are the Buddhists on? I thought they were peaceful.
Well, yeah, but you know, if you're not a good person, you get schlacked.
What is not a good person to a Buddhist, though?
Like a murderer or like a cheat.
Oh, okay, so classic not a good person. They don't have any random shit like if you're a woman who speaks out.
No.
Okay.
Theirs are mostly like exclusively like legitimately everybody would agree you're a bad person kind of thing.
Okay, that's not so bad. See, I don't like if it's a hell where there punishes actual bad people. I don't know if I morally agree with it. Like, would I set up a justice system to be like that? Not necessarily, but like, it's better than just like arbitrary rules to sniff by, and if you piss off Yahweh, you're going to hell. Oh, have you eaten shellfish? Do you wear mixed fabrics? Have you planted 2 crops in the same field? You're going to hell.
Yep. One of my favorite, like, things about that is, like, the one of the versions of the Gnostic traditions, where the reason Leviticus is so unhinged is because that's not actually the word of God. See you, Bray! What was that, dude?
Satan?
No. So, in one of the Gnostic traditions, they bring up the fact that, think about Genesis. It says, on the first day, light, second day, yada yada yada, and on the 7th day, God rested.
Mm-hmm.
It does not say that he stopped resting.
Oh.
So their thought is, when he said, man, guys, I'm tired, he turned to one of his principal angels and said, you look after the world. And this principal angel was Yaldabaoth. And he said to Yaldabaoth, you take care of the world. I have outlined how I want the world to be. This is the Garden of Eden. These are my glorious, beautiful little humans, Adam and Eve. Let them eat from the tree when they're ready.
And then as soon as God went to sleep, the lead angel was just like, nah,
well,
I'm going to kick him out.
Because what it was let them eat of the tree when they're ready, because it will grant them the divinity that I want them to have, and then they'll ascend to heaven, and they'll outrank angels. And Yaldabaoth is like, fuck that shit. I'm not letting these little mud creatures ascend past me.
Sorry, you made one of them from a rib. I'm not gonna he's not gonna be my boss, bud.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's when Yaldabaoth disguised himself as Yahweh and was like, don't ever eat of the tree or you'll die! And one of the angels, Satanael, was like, oh shit, he's gone rogue, we need to fix this, and disguised himself as a snake, told Eve, hey, yeah, totally eat the apple, this is your birthright. Yaldabaoth found out about that, cursed him to fall and become Satan.
Oh.
So Satan's crime was standing up to Yaldabaoth. And then Yaldabaoth is the one who is the Old Testament god, the fire and brimstone. How dare you build a tower trying to reach me? I will, scramble your voices and create all the different languages. I don't want you to do this and this and this and this. Because Yaldabaoth's whole point is that he wants humans... So he lost, and Adam and Eve obviously ate from the apple. But he doesn't want humans to be able to ascend, so he wants us to think about worldly possessions and to be so focused on following these, completely unhinged, unrealistic, unreasonable rules.
And then he founded the Pokemon Company and came up with the gotta catch 'em all theme. You can't catch 'em all. Some of them are version exclusive. Some of them you can only get by going to a movie premiere. What do you want from me?
But yeah, and so he is the Old Testament god, the god of wrath and rage, and kind of ridiculous demands. He is the god that was trying to get Isaac to sacrifice his child because he thought it was funny.
Well, makes more sense than most things.
Yeah, Yaldabaoth is like a true evil person, and eventually the real god woke up and was like, "What the hell have you done to my world?" And banished him away. And then you have the New Testament God, which is all about forgiveness and love and, treat others as you would want to be treated. Disregard all the other rules. I love all of you. I want you to succeed, etc., etc. That's why there's such a huge disconnect between the Old Testament and the New Testament God. Is because the Old Testament version is literally not even him.
Yeah, I mean, that fills in a lot of the plot holes. I like that. Where does it come from,
though? One of the Gnostic traditions. I can't remember which specific tradition it is.
Some of those go back a long time.
Yeah.
Might have some legitimacy.
It's actually really interesting because I found out about it, actually, because Yaldabaoth is the main antagonist of Persona 5.
Oh shit!
And so you get the entire plot line of it, the entire breakdown of this is what he did beforehand, and now this is what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I find really cool about Persona is the personas themselves are just sort of simulacrums of belief, right? We believe in the myth of Thor, therefore there is a Thor persona, right? Yeah. It's not actually literally the god Thor. You're not summoning the god of thunder, Thor. You're just summoning society's belief of him, right?
Yeah, that's one thing if you're facing Thor, but Thor can be good or bad. He's kind of a flip coin, kind of just like a drunk party boy, depending on how society sees him. But
yeah,
what if society really believes in a death god, and they believe that death god is unstoppable, all-powerful, ruthless? They could create a monster to predate themselves pretty easy.
Persona 3.
Really?
Literally Persona 3.
Fuck yeah.
Nyx.
Oh, I like that.
And it's more than even just that. In Persona 3, it was humanity's... what is that called? It's a phenomenon in French. Le petit mal. Or le petit mort. The little death. The idea that everyone subconsciously, there's that tiny voice in the back of your head that just wants you to die. That tiny voice that's just when you go to the edge of a building and there's that small voice in your head that goes, hey, wouldn't it be fun if you jumped? and like Nyx is that the answer to everyone's Le Petit Mort. And like she sees that as, oh, I see humanity wants to die, so I will give you what you want. But yeah, so like when you're summoning like a persona like Thor or something, it's just a perception of that god. However, the antagonists of Persona are all literally actually those gods.
Oh.
So like the Yaldabaoth isn't just a persona of Yaldabaoth. That is literally the Gnostic deity Yaldabaoth. Nyx is literally the Greek entity of Nyx.
So if you create a persona of Thor, is there still an actual Thor out there somewhere?
Yep, you could theoretically fight the real Thor.
Oh fuck! And
yeah.
he's got to be weaker than, or he's got to be stronger than the persona, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd bet. Because like a perception, a shadow of the real thing's got to be weaker than the real thing, I think.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Because that's the idea of Lacan's gaze, which, you know, fun bringing it back to that video I was talking about before, Flaw Peacock's video, talking about Lacan's gaze being basically the idea of your perception of something inherently being less, like, it's not perfect. So it's like when you photocopy a photocopy and it slowly gets more degraded as time goes by. Yep, the more copies you make of something, the less accurate that copy will be. So the copy of Thor is going to be significantly weaker than Thor. I love Persona. It's one of those things. It's definitely one of those things where, like, that would be a game that I would stream on here as well.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And they're doing a remake of Persona 3 in February. It comes out. So I might, like, I'm buying it regardless, but I might actually sit down and stream it. And, like, long form stream, like, actually going through the entire game.
That'd be cool. Like the concept you've introduced to me sounds interesting. I don't know what it would actually look like, you know?
Mm-hmm. It plays a lot like a Pokemon game, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Somewhere between Pokemon and like a dating sim, but it's more like a school sim. Because there's kind of the two halves of the game. There's like the school part where you're like spending your days talking to friends, participating in class, that kind of thing. And then at night you go dungeon crawling, trying to find all the personas and getting your way to the end, right?
And are these personas, like, are they causing havoc in society and stuff like that? Or what?
Well, for the first two games, they were these creatures called shadows, which, again, Jungian psychology, the shadow is like the you that you lock away because you know, like you don't want to face that part of you. So in the persona's kind of psychology aspect of it, your shadow, that piece of you that you lock away, slowly festers and becomes a monster.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And it's kind of that partly an allegory for, like, people who bottle things up and then it just erodes them from the inside out until they eventually ultimately snap. You know, because, like, when someone bottles up their rage and bottles up their anger, eventually it's got to go somewhere, and they usually end up lashing out at friends or family or whatever.
Yeah, that tracks.
So these monsters come out of that. Yeah,
I imagine the real thing is, like, way different than the personas, right?
Like real world psychology?
No, like when the real world gods meet a persona, like, do they see the persona as like an imperfect? Like, is the persona different than the real god a lot of times?
We've never actually had a god meeting a Persona version of themselves.
Oh.
The closest we've ever come is the main antagonist of 4 is Izanami, and the protagonist's main persona is her husband, Izanagi. And she doesn't really comment on him being, like, imperfect or anything like that.
Right.
She actually, like, addresses him as if it's her husband. So, like, I don't know if it's really much matters outside of maybe definition.
Yeah, that tracks.
But, yeah. Anyway, that was a side tangent on Persona.
Yeah.
Let's go into one of my other favorite video games.
Yeah, Crystal Gem Surrounding Man.
Yes. Gospel's Supreme Commander, Freeze Man. I orchestrated the civilization destruction plan. Soon, a quake registering as high as 10 will strike.
Unrealistic name, really.
What, Freeze Man?
Oh no, like the world destruction plan.
The civilization destruction plan?
Yeah, like you can't like put that in an email heading. Like you'll get flagged.
I mean, obviously you can.
I guess so.
Unless you have like middle schoolers checking your emails, because the adults are all useless.
Oh right. Yeah, none of the adults were in the room.
You know what they probably did? I know exactly what they did. Freeze Man just titled all of his emails Civilization Destruction Plan in Minecraft. and it made it through everything.
Yeah.
So, we're planning on destroying Netopia in Minecraft by causing horrific earthquakes that will level whole buildings and cities in Minecraft. and like the net officials are like, yeah, seems perfectly normal.
Yeah.
They're just talking about Minecraft.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Shall we find a nice place to watch the destruction unwind? I won't allow it. Now hand over the blue frag. No way. Sure, that ice on the net is part of me. But the third blue frag is me.
Controversy.
What? So that means, right. You have to defeat me, or you can't save the world. If you really want to stop the end of the world, then give me your best shot, Mega Man. Lan, handle the routine. Got it, I'll protect this country and the world. Alright, Mega Man, battle routine set. Execute! Honestly, he's not a very difficult boss. Does this actually work?
I like him though.
Yeah, I really like his design.
He's like an evolved form of a virus. Because he has spikes.
This actually does work. I honestly did not expect that to work. I legitimately didn't expect Fan to pull him to me. Like, because I know he typically stays on the back. Eh. I love how my fan is gone, but it's still, like, going on.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess he's the one doing the fan thing now. Because it's on my screen, it's on my side of the screen, not his.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I thought I had maybe taken advantage of a glitch, but no.
All is well.
There is no glitch. And now, there is no Freeze Man.
Dead. Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, he's honestly not too powerful because, like, he just stays in one place. Like, he does not move. That's why I wasn't expecting Fan to actually work.
Who's their least favorite to face?
Oh, man. Out of the entire series?
Out of this game, let's say.
Out of this game, probably Quickman.
Yeah.
He's too quick. But it's
We
too
fought
late.
him, yeah?
What?
We fought him, yeah?
Oh yeah, he was the second boss.
Oh yeah, I thought I remembered
And
him.
he was the guy from earlier too, the red with the boomerangs. That I was just like,
Oh,
fuck this shit, I put on Max Buster.
yeah.
Cause yeah, no. We're not dealing with that shit. But it's too late. Only moments till the earthquake. You may have beat me, but there's no time to make the cure. I'll see the end of the world in a moment. Gospel for all eternity!
Boom, 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 boom.
Something is glowing from Freeze Man's body. Mega Man got blue frag. We did it, Lan. We got the blue frag. Crack. Mega Man, what's wrong? Suddenly the blue frag broke. No way. You gotta be kidding me. What are we gonna do? The world will be destroyed, right? No need to worry. The doc. What are you doing here? I came to see how this all turned out. Looks like it's a happy ending. Take a gander. The ice is breaking up by itself. The Navi you beat seemed to be their power source. This powerless ice is starting to break apart. The same thing probably goes for other places. Whew! I'm tired. Long time since I worked. Well then, to the Undersquare. Oh, I'll have to bill the officials for the cure and such. How much can I take them for? You boys should be going too. Surely everyone's waiting. Yes, thank you. Let's get on homeland. Back beside everyone. Yeah. You got mail. The environment system has thawed and returned to normal. Now the disaster should be suppressed. Lan, Mega Man, you did well. Thanks, Dad. Now can you come home?
Yeah, Dad, can you say hi to my face instead of through a screen? I'm sorry, Lan, I just don't care.
I could literally go up to his office. I am doing that. I'm just gonna, like, confront him face to face. Or not. He's off with his mistress, I guess. Dad? Yep, Dad's not here. Damn it, Father. Always leaving me. Always abandoning me. You don't love me, Father. Anyway, let's go home.
Yar.
So that felt like a final boss battle, I figure.
Ish.
That
Really?
probably means that the game's over, right?
No.
Hi, Mom. Mom, everything's okay. Mom, what's wrong? Is she mad?
Oh, she pooped herself.
Your fault.
Oh, wait.
As you're just standing there with stank drawers.
So when I see somebody standing shocked and motionless, I usually assume they pooped themselves.
Yep. Just standing there with the stanky drawers.
Yeah.
Your father called, and I heard all about it. Well, sorry for worrying you, Mom. You two sure know how to make us fret. Lan, Mega Man. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Welcome home. I'm proud of you. Mom. Genes don't lie, just like your dad and Grandpa. You have a strong sense of justice, and you act before you think. That's your lineage. I don't know if that's actually a good thing. That's a compliment or not. What's wrong? Have I got food in my teeth? You look just like your father when he was young.
Mom,
You must be tired. How about taking a rest? Okay.
This game took a dark turn.
You're taking it in a dark turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm forcing it.
That's you.
I've read too many comics. Not the normal comics either.
You've read too many of those internet comics.
It's true.
That was Cutman again. And Quickman again. Oh no! Ah! This is endless. Darn, what on earth is going on here? They're called ghost navies, Chad. Like, they're a common thing, don't you know?
Yeah.
That's how you get chips.
You learned this in grade 1.
That is everything in Chad's report. Chad left to look into the incident by Netopia's request.
Oh, man.
That was 3 days ago. Perhaps this is more complicated than we thought.
If only there were some adults to check in on him or something somewhere.
Right?
How long's he been gone? 3 days? Oh, that's weird.
We should send another child.
Yeah, let's send another child. Eventually we'll run out of kids, then we'll deal with it.
Don't you find it a little odd? Dr. Hikari's son Lan destroyed Kotobuki Square. That's a major gospel base. Yet net crime is at record levels. Dr. Hikari, is it possible we're overlooking something? Yes. Perhaps we should reinspect Kotobuki Square. But our top net battler Chad isn't back yet. Recent events have destroyed our net battler reserves. Should we get a city net battler to check out Kotobuki for us? Excellent idea. Why, Dr. Hikari's son is a city net battler. Yes, but I fear this will be far more dangerous. And Lan's still inexperienced. Dude, I saved the world already! But Dr. Hikari, you yourself said this is an emergency. We'll ask all the city net battlers to participate. True. Perhaps the other battlers would be up to it. Very well. Let's ask the city net battlers. Meanwhile, we should all get back to our duties. Duties. Right. Hey, look, it's Ribita.
Oh, look at that.
Another incident? I know, it's very troubling. Why, they just said the gospel had been destroyed. Yeah. Want to read your mail? Okay, let's see. Attention all city net battlers. As we believe the gospel is continuing its operations, we request you to reinvestigate Kotobuki Square. What? We beat Freeze-Man, so what was that? Well, we can't find out just by sitting here around here. Yeah, let's go. Alright, let's check that out, I guess. We beat the chief operations person.
Wonderbar.
So, like, who's left?
Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wowie. Oh, damn it, I don't have my soundboard.
Dr. Wowie.
Give me 5 seconds. I need my soundboard because we need the Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wowie.
Sound. I can't type. Can't type one-handed. I'm not used to typing one-handed like Ood is.
It's true. That's how I get twice as much done.
Dr. Wowie? Dr. Wowie. Nope, that's not Dr. Wowie. Which one's Dr. Wowie?
Dr. Wowie.
That's Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wowie.
I don't even actually know if that went through on the stream or not. But
Dr. Wowie.
It totally goes through the screen. Nice. Excuse. Oh no. Why? Controller? Controller, why? Okay. It was plugged in and everything, but apparently the controller was like, nah, fuck this shit.
Table flip.
Table flip. Please do not flip my desk. I have so many papers on this desk. My desk is very messy right now. But I have my tiny Mega Man statue and my tiny Proto Man statue.
Oh!
I have, well, they're like the classic Mega Man and Proto Man too, so they're like, they're the actual robot ones. One of the things that really kind of bothers me in Battle Network in general is that they never use, not once, use Proto Man's iconic whistle theme song anytime that Proto Man shows up.
Oh, really?
Like,
Why
because he has
not?
a really iconic song. It's like a grass whistle that plays every time he shows up in the original games, but they don't have it at all in this, and that's kind of, it's always sort of bothered me.
Wonder if it was a licensing thing.
Well, it's the same company.
Yeah, but like if they paid somebody to make it, then that person could have had some weird copyright
yeah,
thing that they were
maybe.
putting for the first game, but not the second game, all that stuff.
Maybe. I doubt it, because it was like just part of the soundtrack.
Yeah, who knows? I'm
So
just
you would
wondering
think
what...
that they would own the rights to their own soundtracks.
Yeah, you would hope.
But I honestly figure it was just they didn't think to do it. Because it's one of those things where, like, it's really become reappraised as just one of the best,
Like
one of the best little mini songs.
They might not have known it was gonna be that iconic, eh?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, it was one of those things where back in the 80s and 90s when classic Mega Man was coming out, like, it wasn't something where you'd be like, oh my god, I want to listen to a video game soundtrack in the car or something like that.
Right.
Like, people didn't clamor over video game soundtracks like they do now.
Right.
So nobody really talked about, like, they would mention, like, oh yeah, it's a nice soundtrack and whatever. But, like, it wasn't, you know, oh my goodness, I want this as my ringtone, or, you know, etc. That would actually make a really good notification noise, too.
Oh, yeah.
The little, like, grass whistle thing.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
I wish I had it as a sound clip so I could just be like, this is the thing I'm talking about. Well, I mean, it would come through on the thing, so just give me a half a second.
10-4.
The Proto Man whistle.
Dr. Wow. No, just kidding.
Can you hear it?
No, can't hear it.
Damn it! I thought it would come through on the
Oh, I can hear it
thing.
now. I can hear it.
It definitely went through on the stream, at least.
Kick ass.
But yeah, it's just like one of those simple little songs that, like, people ended up really liking, and yeah, it never shows up in this. Chord, please. I have my controller plugged in for the first time in, like, ages, and the cord is just, like, flapping everywhere.
Oh, Lord.
It wants my attention.
I think so. I think it's giving you some signals.
Yep. I'm a bad program. Got a problem? Not particularly. Long live gospel. Oh, they've got like a portal. Uh-oh, what's all this? This wasn't here last time, right?
Maybe it was.
Oh man, gospel wasn't destroyed at all. No wonder the incidents weren't stopping. Mega Man? Yeah? Just flat out murder a dude. That one's next. Think you can handle it? It's worth a try. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. No good. Ah! Man, there's no end to these things. Lamb, let's go to Kotobuki Town. We may find something.
It's
Right.
true.
Say, how do we get there? Maybe we should, do what we always do? Right. Ask my dad. Well then, what are we waiting for? Right, let's go.
Da 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 da.
Dad, 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 dad.
Da 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 da.
Dad, 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 dad.
It's nice to be. It's nice to have an excuse to see your dad.
Right?
Maybe
He
that's
can't
why
ever find an
Lan.
excuse to see me, but I'll find an excuse to see him.
Yeah, maybe that's why. That's why Lan is like doing world-saving things instead of normal kid stuff. Because like that's the only time his dad will talk to him is when the world's at stake.
Yeah. Dad, I just wanted to see you. That's why I became a hero.
Up, up, up. Are you being threatened by terrorists, Lan? No. Then out of my office.
Then leave. What? Has
Dr. Wowie.
resurfaced? No, he hasn't. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're not invited in here to Lan.
This is a business place for adults. Look at me. I'm doing important programming stuff.
Very important.
But Dad, you don't do anything. Ah, but I invented your PET.
Hmm.
I stole your brother's soul and put him in Mega Man.
Yeah, Lan.
It's one of those things where I love that, like, and it's not even just us either. Like, the fandom has also decided that Yuichiro, Lan's dad, is kind of a dick, but like the games, he's always very nice and supportive.
Yeah, he just like is as inaccessible as possible.
Yeah, mainly because I think the programmers are just like, yeah, we don't want to feature him too much.
Yeah.
This is a game about kids, for kids, so we don't want to have a bunch of adults popping in all the time. But yeah, it makes it unintentionally like he is an absentee father.
Dad, do you sleep at work? Lan, don't ask stupid questions. Of course I do.
I mean, yeah, that is brought up in game too. Like he sleeps at work. He has that fridge there is full of like TV dinners because he'll like spend days at work.
Dad, you gotta come home. Listen, I want to come home to you and oh shit, what's mom? Yeah, mom. Come visit you soon.
Oh yes, that's right, Hub. I love you too, Dad. I'm Lan. All right.
Lan, stop talking, please.
Lan, I was hoping you'd not be here. Again, it's one of those where he's like, he means it like, I was hoping you wouldn't, like, investigate it because I want you to be safe. But with our conversation, I was hoping you wouldn't be here. Why are you not helping your cause?
Lan, why?
Yuichiro, why are you not helping your cause for me trying to be like, no, you're actually a good person? Why not? After we helped out and everything? I'm sorry. Thank you, Lan. It's just, I hoped you wouldn't be involved this time. Why not? I've been safe up till now, more or less. Haven't I? Well, there was that one time, and that other... That's my boy. No, you've been doing great all along. Just, this time feels different somehow. I have a feeling. This will be the final and most difficult battle. What do you mean? Gospel has something up its sleeves. I'm sure of it. Something up its... But what? If we knew, we could prepare for it. I need
Uh-oh.
more time. Well, be that as it may, you've both done a great job. I'm going to explain what we know about Kotobuki Town. So Lan, Mega Man, I want you both to listen carefully. Right. In our research, we found something very strange. Kotobuki Town is releasing electromagnetic radiation. We think the warping in Kotobuki Square is somehow related.
Oh.
And it's all stinks of gospel. The town
Yeah.
must be the real headquarters. The gospel main base. How much radiation are we talking about here, Dr. Hikari? I'd say about 10,000 times the usual radiation levels. Of course, radiation at those levels is dangerous to humans. I guess I'll be fine then, but what about Lan? With that kind of dosage, you'd be one sick kid for sure. In a worst-case scenario, you could even die. But I have to go. Dad, isn't there anything you can do? Well, we've thought of a few things to help you out. 2, to be exact. First, you'll get to Kotobuki Town on the unopened Kotobuki Metro line. We've made a special car that will absorb some radiation.
Yes.
How about once we get there? Right. We've also made a special shielded mag suit. The suit will shield you at levels up to 50k times normal. And then we can hit Gospel where it hurts the most. That's right. But still, I'd rather that it wasn't you. But I want to do it, Dad. And immediately the hero song starts up. I love that. Yeah. This game knows how to use its soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
But Lan, it's too dangerous. Then wouldn't it be harder for you to ask someone else? And even if I didn't make it, at least you'd know what it was I died fighting for. And my brother, Mega Man, will be there to protect me. Lan, your mom's right. You've really grown. Okay, you win. Here's your Kodo Pass and a mag suit.
What if,
Kodo Pass and mag suit.
What if you just called him on it?
What?
Like, it's like, Lan, that's too dangerous. And then Lan was just like, oh, you think so? Do you mean like they're like an adult you could send instead? Like any adult? Anywhere? No? Okay, well, I'll just go then.
Right. Well, I'm off. Lan, be careful. Alright, let's go deal with Kotobuki Town. I think it's time we punch Grave right where it hurts. In his tiny penis. I thought I was supposed to... Yeah, but like, okay, maybe it's a bus stop one? Oh! I see what it was. We have to, like, have a pass so that it recognizes that we have a pass, and then asks if we want to use the Kotobuki pass. Aha! Blip, blip, blip. Ween. Detected data for Lan Hikari en route to Kotobuki Town. So, they've come at last, but it's too late. I can fuse my bug chips to create the Super Navi. Lan and Mega Man are coming to their deaths.
Oh, sorry, I started evil laughing there. Not related to my plot, but it's fine.
What's going on here? Fun fact, this concept of the digital world and the real world merging due to extreme radiation is also explored in the Mega Man Zero franchise.
This looks freaky. Is that
More
an
than your
apartment
dad
building
thought.
that you can delete it?
No, the building is being digitized. It's being merged with, like, the digital world.
Oi.
More than your dad thought. Almost 30,000 times normal. I guess the mag suit can protect me. Lan, about the Gospel headquarters. It's gotta be that building. Yeah, and my bet's on the top floor. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's check it out. Something strange started happening in that condominium yesterday. Everyone left, but... Ah, the pain. Yeah, that dude's not making it out. I can't walk where I want because of the radiation. Yeah, look at his sprite. He's walking sideways. So it's like it's causing humans to glitch out. so much radiation that humans are glitching.
Good thing land passes will save.
Yep. Well, and he's got the his mag suit is rated for up to 50,000 times the radiation, and this is only putting out 30,000, which like is still ridiculous.
Well, I don't think
ambient radiation is like single digit or maybe double digit. Now I'm kind of curious what the normal ambient radiation level is.
Yeah, I wonder. Is Squishy still here? Squishy, are you still here?
I know she left a bit ago for because somebody came to buy her Wii U.
Oh, I see. Well, I can't talk now anyway. One of my players is in the room.
Oh no.
I was gonna gush to you about D&D plot stuff, but
Oh. So average background radiation, yeah, is like millisieverts per year for the world is 3.01.
Okay.
And then the United States is 6.24. So, yeah, 30,000 times that. How much radiation did the Fat Man create?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't remember. All I know is after 2 or 3 of them, your rad meter is pretty much filled if you're standing too close.
Well, I was meaning like the real world Fat Man.
Oh, okay. Nukes are weird though, because nukes leave a lot of radiation, but it's short-lasting radiation.
Yeah, I was just like, because if, whatever the amount of, like, the initial blast.
Yeah.
How much radiation? The equivalent of about 14.2. So, yeah, the Fat Man dropped 14.2 in the initial explosion, and Lan is currently sitting on, like, phone. Where's my calculator? So we're assuming it's Japanese because it's a game set in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So the Japanese was about 3.1 millisieverts times 30,000. That's 93,000 millisieverts. So he's effectively walking around in multiple nuclear blasts.
Oh, good. That's like the guy that let the brick fall and during the I can't remember its name.
The Demon Core, yeah.
One.
Yep, absolutely. That poor bastard. So yeah, Lan should not be walking around.
Yeah, probably not.
But it's also a fantasy game, so we'll allow it.
Lan has potassium-lined bones. He's fine.
Bless you.
Did I do that into the mic?
A little bit.
Ah, damn. I was trying to take my... I think I took my finger off, but then, like my body flexed when I sneezed, so I think I put it back on again.
That's alright. It just kind of scared me. Because it was sudden.
Yeah, sorry. I probably spiked that audio.
Probably. I don't know that it necessarily matters that terribly much.
Is everybody awake now?
Is everybody awake?
Ring, 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 ring. Stress.
Banana phone.
Exactly. I like how I was trying to just say ring, 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 but I couldn't not do it to the beat of banana phone.
Ring, 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 banana phone, da 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 da.
Like I was trying to say it angry, and I couldn't even like not say it like banana phone.
I know. It's one of those things, banana phone is just too ingrained. I can't say the word badger without my brain filling in the rest of the badgers.
Badger. Mushroom.
Oh, badger, 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 badger. Snake! It's a snake! A snake!
That's why I appreciate the early... I mean, I shouldn't say the early internet, because those memes still go around. But the early internet was just known for just, like...
Just some silly stuff.
Yeah. Like, it was lol random before lol random became tiresome.
Yes. Well, and that's why, because there was the whole thing... Damn it! We don't have an unlocker. I'm really tempted to just, like, literally go buy an unlocker specifically so that we can open that, because those unlocker things can't not be good. And I think there's a guy that sells unlocker chips in Marine Harbor here somewhere.
Yeah.
Because, like, those are always rare items, rare chips, that kind of thing.
How many copies of chip do you need to use it?
4,000?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's 4,000 each chip.
You get chips every battle though, eh?
Well, yeah, but not, you don't get, like, sub-chips. Sub-chips are what the unlockers are. Maybe the guy in AC/DC sells them. I know that there's a guy easily accessible that sells them. There it is. I didn't realize we had so much money. We'll just buy a full slate of 5. Squishy is back, $300 richer. Yay! Welcome back, Squishy. We took down the chief operations manager of Gospel, and then realized that he wasn't actually in charge, and Gospel didn't actually crumble like we hoped it would.
Ooh. Yeah, he collapsed Gospel, and like the rest of the underground virus ring didn't really collapse with it.
Yeah. Huzzah! I love the animations for that.
Me too.
Okay, now that we have an unlocker.
Despacito.
I knew there was a reason I wanted this one particularly. The Guardian chip is a really good chip.
Oh, is it? I mean, I assume it's protective, right?
Yep. If you place it and then an enemy hits it, they get punished by 200 damage straight to their domes.
That's like the old 3.5 Splat book Share the Pain spell.
Yes.
Share the Pain just became overpowered because, like I don't even. I think you needed a. I think even with a proper save, they would still take half the damage you do. But on a full save, they would just take the same amount of damage you do.
Yeah. I love how he just kicks the elevator.
Yeah.
That's not gonna... Ding! Hey, look, it's working. Lamb, that's great, but we've got company. They might be from Gospel. Quick, let's hide. Yo, wait up! Yeah, right. Wait, that voice. Why is my friend here? Dex has been secretly working for Gospel this entire time.
No, it's not Chod, it's Dex.
Dex! Don't forget us either now. And Mail and Yai.
Wait, they're all secretly working for him?
Apparently. No, they came to take care of us.
Oh.
Because they're all City Net Battlers, so they all heard about it too.
If that goddamn Chod ends up working for him, then I understand.
You dummy, what about the radiation? Dummy? Chod would never say that to a lady.
Oh, Chod would. I know Chod.
He's got bird poop on his head for a reason.
Yeah, that kid's bitter. He'll say it.
What? Come on, I was just worried about you guys. You too. I see I'll have to be the voice of reason here. We are all wearing special Netopia-made magwear. See? My father knows the president of Netopia naturally, so... No way, cool! So what's upstairs? Turns out this whole building is one gigantic server. Servers were growing all over the second floor. That's as far up as we were able to go. Servers growing? Aren't servers machines? She's right, these were growing, weren't they? Anyways, we need to get rid of the net radiation. Then we'll be able to get up to the top floor. Lan, we've done everything we can, so... yeah. Dex, what's wrong? Dex jacked in more than the rest of us, so the radiation... He said he had to do it or he couldn't show his face. Ugh. Dex and Mail and Yai, thank you. Now get somewhere safe. Leave the rest of this to me. Thanks, Lan. Mega Man, let's rock. Because Mega Man's Japanese name is Rock.
Oh, really?
Yep. So, yeah, Rock and his sister Roll.
Boo.
Every character in the original Mega Man are all named for music puns.
That's like Dragon Ball with their vegetable bullshit.
Yep, because it's Rock and Roll. The dog's name is Rush, which is confirmed to be, named after the band.
Rock? Oh, really?
Yep.
The maker of this game with Rush heads? No way.
There's Tango, which is the cat. Beat is the bird. Bass and his dog Treble. Oh, and Proto Man's Japanese name, original name, was Blues. So you had Blues and Rock and Roll. And, very entertainingly, Rock, from the Rock and Roll part, right? Rock is just an alternated version of Blues. Just like Japanese, the actual thing.
I love that in Japanese manga, sometimes authors will just, pick a thing. Like, okay, we're gonna have a cosmic, battle shonen anime where, monkey god people who are stronger than any mortal man will punch each other through mountains. Also, they're named after vegetables.
Yep. Now, if I talk to...
an army of kids fighting terrorists with their pets and their navis, and they're all named after musical shit.
Yep. Our radiation suits are resisting this area's radiation, so take this and hurry up and defeat Gospel. Lan got a chip for attack plus 20 star. You can do it! I'm gonna quickly switch that in instead of my attack plus 10 star. And the best thing is... Nope. There we go. I can actually have it tagged. I have enough megabytes that I can actually have it tagged so it always shows up, just like the attack plus 10 did.
Nice.
Lan, you have to use the switch. Second floor, up we go. Well, there's a giant server. Let's explore some of these other rooms, though. Locked due to radiation, no entry. Locked due to radiation, no entry. Well, that was a wasted exploration. The server, you can jack in. Jack in, Mega Man, execute. Whoa, what's that? Is that thing on top of the building? I guess so. The radiation is warping your world and mine together. Wow, Dad would love to hear about this. For now, let's fix the net and get to that top floor. Roger. This network runs through the entire condominium. You can go anywhere from the 1st to the 30th floor. But beware, abnormal radiation surges may blow you off. Oh no! I would certainly hate if the radiation blew me.
Oh, I would hate it.
Radiation is terrible here. Mega Man was blown to the wrong address. The radiation level is abnormally high. It blew away a critical piece of the program, and the radiation abnormality can't be fixed without it. Room 082, huh? Lost piece is called L-bit. The corresponding address number is marked upon it. So, yeah, the trick is we gotta find all the different bits of address. So L-bit 082 goes to the room 082.
Albert just sounds like a malformed elbow, to be honest.
Yep.
Or like, it's like the form before. Like, if Albit's the fully evolved form, then Elbow... Like, if Elbow's the fully evolved form, then Albit's like the before form.
Yeah.
Like the Bulbasaur of Elbows.
It's the baby Pokemon version.
You know.
It's actually kind of funny because there is a virus in one of the later games called Elabit.
Oh, there we go. There's a
So,
fully evolved.
Yeah.
I think it's a fully evolved. That works.
This must be... The place connects to the one before, doesn't it? Has the radiation abnormality stopped? I don't know, but we'll know when we stop getting blown away. If I remember right, you have to actually avoid those. Nope, you don't. Okay.
Oh.
I was misremembering. I thought those were more dangerous. 232. Okay. So now we need L-bit 232. Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting this to be a bit more of a
challenge.
Is this going to be an L-bit? No, this is a power-up. Oh no!
All I need
We're going to get a handy.
A little bit of L-bit and a little bit of L-bat. My brain is slowly dying.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of a refreshing glass of water.
Good gracious. There, now I've killed one of them.
I don't like that they only have 3 fingers.
Well, they have 4 if you count the thumb.
Oh, that's true. They're like Simpson Universe hands.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Do, 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 do. Oh, yes, these bastards. I call them bastards, but I love them. They're ninjas.
Oh, I see.
Are you gonna come at me, bro?
Do it. You know what they have? Are those kunai? Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're grass flavored. Flavored? That's the word you decide to go with, brain.
Oh,
Grass element.
Nah, they're flavored, man.
They're apparently grass flavored.
If you lick them, they taste like grass.
Squishy goes, grass flavor.
And sparks, because they're viruses. Mostly grass.
There. I forgot they don't like attacking you.
Apparently not.
The versions of them from later games are like ridiculously aggressive. So, like, I was kind of expecting them to be like that. But they just decided, they were like, nah, we're just chilling. Don't mind us, we just chillin'.
Just chilling.
Hey yo, what's poppin'? Don't mind me, just watching. The best thing about these guys is their breath does like an X pattern, so I'm perfectly... Well, I'm not safe anymore. I was safe while that rock was still there.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah,
I
just
decided to
flying
say I
over
was going to
radar.
be safe.
Yeah.
Ah, here we go. Here's another. So the one we're looking for here is 042. This is easily one of my favorite, like final battle music, like final dungeon songs.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
There's something about this one. Oh, brain, what is it called? Can't go back. Because also, like, the title of it is very fitting.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time, like, even in the first game, you know, Lan wasn't ever really in, like, severe danger.
Yeah.
In the same way as he is now. Like, they absolutely just talked about a kid possibly, like a child possibly dying. You know, like, Lan said it out loud of, what if I don't come back?
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, you can't go back from something like that. From the understanding of, you could potentially die here.
Yeah, pretty hard to step back from that.
Yeah, it's a very sobering thought.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this series, though. They have these moments where it's like, ah, this quirky Scottish guy is, you know, making our ovens belch fire at people, right? To like, oh yeah, this is a plane hijacking. We're going to run it into a building if you don't give us what we want.
Yeah, the tone's all over the place.
To like, in the third game, one of my favorite chapters of the third game is we're gonna hold this hospital hostage. We're gonna hold the hospital's life support system hostage. If you don't stop us, we will kill everyone in the hospital.
Yeah, it's a little drastic.
Yep. And then there's like silly little, like, you know, silly goofy things. And there's like that tonal whiplash, but like it works.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
Yeah. Because it's one of those things where, like, in universe, it all makes sense. Like, the stakes all feel like they're actually, you know, I don't know if it would actually work if it wasn't a video game. That's Elebit EV. That doesn't help us. Because we were looking for Elebit 042.
Yeah.
So we might have to leave 042 for now. But yeah, it's just... I've always liked the game. And the fact that the game, you know, is designed for children to play, right? But it also is like, it doesn't pull its punches.
No?
You know, it doesn't treat children like they're, you know, children, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't treat them like they're stupid.
Yeah.
And like Squishy and I have had this conversation a few times where I kind of, I miss those days. I'm kind of tired of modern media putting kid gloves on.
You just got to get away from the stuff that is rated for kids, because like kids media is always going to be protected now. Now that it has a bunch of legal backing and like a years worth of people being sued for like inappropriate presentation, but like I think you just need to venture outside of it.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, like, when I was growing up, I watched Batman the Animated Series, which wasn't afraid to show you, like, you know, stuff like, oh, this guy is legitimately, like, a horrible person. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a redeemable bad guy.
Yeah.
It's I guess that's one of my biggest things, is just the constant, like, oh no, this bad guy is just sad and misunderstood. We're just gonna make this bad guy a good person again by talking to them. Like we were talking about with Nyarlathotep, right?
Yeah, like I still don't like the evil because the evil trope, but like you don't have to make them like sympathetic, like they've been damaged or anything. They could be just like sociopathic or just like hurting people.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to have like some tragedy happen to them to draw them into evil. They could be just like that could be just part of their quality is they like to hurt people. Like there are people who are not mentally ill but still like being malicious to other people.
Yeah.
And some people would argue like the fact that you want to be malicious shows that you're mentally ill in some way, but I don't necessarily agree with that.
Evil because they have toxic traits and have depth as a person, Squishy says. Yep, and I agree with. Yep. Because like, part of I think my biggest problem is a lot of those villains who are just, you know, oh, well, we'll just talk to them and they'll be all fine and dandy afterward. They often don't have any kind of depth. They have the depth of a puddle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of like, redeeming a villain if they earn their redemption. A conversation and a slap on the wrist is not enough to earn a redemption arc for a bad guy.
Yep. Like, I do like a lot of the Dragon Ball Z villains. Ironically enough, they're often described as being shallow, but like at least in Dragon Ball Z, I don't know about Super. I haven't watched enough of it to have an opinion, but a lot of the villains are really fleshed out, and kind of for the same reason that people make fun of Dragon Ball Z, because they have so much filler. But that filler often allows a lot of the character building scenes with the villains, like.
Yeah. Well, and people argue about filler, but a lot of times when they're talking about filler, what they're talking about is plot.
Yeah.
Because like, when people go to watch something like Dragon Ball Z, they just want the fights.
Yeah.
And so, like, and it's not everybody for sure, but there's a good chunk of people who like they're talking about Dragon Ball Z being, oh, it's all filler, and it's literally that's just the plot. That's not filler, that's just characters needing to exist.
Yeah. Like, most of what people call filler isn't really filler.
Yeah.
But there is still some legitimate filler.
Oh, yeah. There's absolutely a lot of filler.
Like Goku and Piccolo getting their driver's license and shit like that, you know?
Yeah. That's 100%, like, that's stupid filler.
Yeah. What? I forget the reason why they needed to. Like, because they can fly anywhere, so, like...
Which,
there had to be
that says something that you can't even remember the reason that episode existed.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I would deem as, like, bad filler.
Yeah. Oh, like, and, like, people don't like the Boo saga, because they think Majin Buu is dumb. Which he is. That's kind of his character trait, but, like... I almost like him as a villain more than the other villains because he really is like a toddler. Like, he's a dangerous toddler, but he's just been born. He doesn't know anything about the world, and the only people who have been able to influence him has convinced him that the way you quote-unquote have fun and play is by murdering and genociding people. And, like, along the lines of Majin Buu's story, like, as he starts to get to know some humans and, like, a couple humans actually, like, reach out to try and, like, connect with him, he finds out that he actually has a capacity to care for things. Like he adopts a puppy along the story, and he befriends Hercule along the story, and he shows that like his ignorance is dangerous because all he's been exposed to is violence, but it also like his ignorance can be changed because he finds a capacity to love. Now
Yeah.
that happens when the little puppy gets murdered, and then like Boo goes like crazy, and he like literally like pukes his dark side, and he fights his dark side, like Dark Boo versus Chubby Boo. But like, still, like I like how they characterize him. He's not a typical villain, you know.
Oh, shoot. I forgot these guys were here. Do you remember these guys?
Oh yeah, these are from the first game, right?
No, these were just earlier in this game.
Okay. Oh Jesus, is it just the sword that pops out?
No, there's the sword, the axe.
Is it just the sword that like can like pop out the floor though?
I think so, yeah.
Oh lord, that's dangerous. Man, they can really corner you in that way.
Oh yeah, they absolutely can corner you.
On hard, I wonder like, man, if you really turned up the AI on that, it'd almost be like a tic-tac-toe chess match to get you into
Ow.
a corner.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah. Damn it. I was too busy focused on dodging him. I forgot the custom sword zeroes out if you let the custom gauge go too long. So that was a completely wasted...
Even Frieza's like interesting. Like he's the most straightforward of the Dragon Ball Z villains, but even he's interesting because he's always been, from birth, so powerful that nothing ever challenges him. And then he
Oh my
meets the
God.
goddamn Saiyans, and he throws a hissy fit because something's actually a challenge for once.
Well,
like,
there I go.
It's interesting. Oh yeah. How long ago did you save?
Like, before we started working on the Kotobuki stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's alright.
We're a fair bit back.
That's alright.
Well, at least we can, like, skip through cutscenes and things, so... And
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you can put
like
on
Squishy
Buster
just said, Buster Max. At least, like, it is after Freeze Man, so I don't have to worry about that. But, like, yeah, I gotta go talk to Dad, get the suit. I'm going to streamline this a little bit, because I can actually just go and buy these unlockers now, so we don't have to come back like we did the first time around.
At least you get a second chance to see Dad.
Yeah. It's a rare opportunity to see our father.
Yeah, you're gonna
Our
use
father,
up one of
which
the
art in
punch passes,
Scilab.
though. You only visit him 3 times a year. You're gonna use that second punch pass by the sound of it.
I know, right, Squish? It's one of those things where I usually try and wait for, like, specific events to happen. But, like, yeah. I should have saved after meeting Dex and them, and I should have been saving, like... I should have probably saved a couple of times within the server.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I try and save on, like, specific events and whatnot.
Yeah, it happens.
I know, I grew up in the save game era, but I've been so spoiled recently with, like, autosaving games. Good gracious, I am a goddamn millennial, like...
Now, I was raised on Final Fantasy. Always gotta find that save sphere.
Yeah. I was raised on Final Fantasy, Pokemon, and, like, you know, classic RPG stuff. I should not be forgetting to save.
Oh, I remember late nights on a drive home from Grandma and Grandpa's, my battery on my Game Boy's running out, and have to save every 30 seconds just in case the game went off just then.
Yeah. Hey, look, a menu, let's save. No. We're not saving this early. We're gonna watch this cutscene. We're gonna get that chip from Yai. We're gonna go back to the elevator up to 2nd floor. I have a specific point that I want to save at. Oh yeah, gotta push the button. Gotta push the button. Okay, and now I'm gonna edit my folder. Because I want to drop one of my tree bombs for the Guardian, and I want to get my attack plus 20, replace it with the attack plus 10, activate it as a chosen thing. Now I'm saving.
There we are.
Because that way I don't have to do all of that over again.
Yeah, now you just gotta save every 10 seconds.
Yep. Oh, we got past that. Oh my goodness, we're fighting an enemy. We should save.
Yes. Right in the face. Oh, he had a chainsaw face?
Yeah, he's got a chainsaw face.
Man, it can't be. He's got to have a hard time getting healthcare, I think, with the chainsaw face.
Probably. You think Chainsaw Man has a headache from having a chainsaw in his face?
I think probably.
Like, is that painful?
Yeah, whenever he transforms, he screams right before the chainsaw comes out of his face, so I think it hurts.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Like,
But
literally
then
the only experience I have with Chainsaw Man is seeing, like, really cool cosplay.
Do you want to know about Chainsaw Man? Because it's actually, like, their world building is really interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's on my list of shows that I want to watch. Like, I still haven't seen My Hero. Even though like you suggested it to me, like, God, a year and a half ago, probably.
First couple seasons are worth it. If you like the first couple seasons, then you should keep watching. But if you don't really like it, then it goes a bit downhill after that, I think.
Well, and the general premise seems like something I would enjoy, but, like, I never have time for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're absolutely saving after that.
No, Chainsaw Man is, basically in the world of Chainsaw Man, anything that can be a human fear, annoyance, or can harm humans manifests as a devil to some degree. How powerful that devil is how much fear, death, pain, etc. it causes. So, like, there's a rotten tomato devil that is caused by people's discomfort and, like, sickness brought upon by eating rotten tomatoes. And it wanders the earth, and within a few miles of it, in its vicinity, rotten tomato events happen more often. Now, that's the mundane thing. That's kind of a weak demon that can be easily defeated.
We can finally use the Guardian, so watch what it does.
Oh, sweet.
It creates a little Buddha statue, and and shit. There we go.
Noise.
There we go. Now continue.
Oh yeah, and but there's bigger devils. Like, the bigger the problem, the bigger the devil, the harder to defeat the devil. Basically, Denji's been, like, hired by the government, who, like, hires devils to kill other devils, because the devils are a problem for humanity, because they make things manifest around them according to what kind of devil they are. So, like, the starvation devil makes people waste around it and makes food wither, and, like, the love's heartbreak devil makes people, like, break up and marriages crumble and relationships decay around it. So they want to send people to kill these devils to make their influence less. And like, some of the big bads in the series are like the big bads of humanity too, like the gun devil. The gun devil is very powerful because humanity has a long history of killing each other with guns.
Yeah.
And just like the other devils, whenever the gun devil happens to wander into a populated area, sometimes gun violence just starts to spike. People just start, like, shooting each other in the streets. Like, guns pop out of nowhere and people are motivated to use them for violence. So, like, those are and Denji, Chainsaw Man, is a guy that made a pact with his baby devil. He had a devil called the Chainsaw Devil, which is born about by all the people who get hurt by chainsaws. And he made
Makes
a pact.
sense.
Yeah, and Denji died because he went in over his head. This is in the first episode, so if you ever watch it, that's all I'm spoiling for you. And he invites the Chainsaw Devil into his heart. Literally, the Chainsaw Devil becomes his new heart, and like literally crawls inside him and like merges with him with his devil powers. And now he's half man, half devil. He is Chainsaw Man,
Half man, half devil, half chainsaw.
and he's an executor of other devils. So he's a government agent that executes other devils. Do you know what Chainsaw Man's motivation is?
He has chainsaws?
Uh, that's his power. Do you know what his motivation is?
No.
It's the greatest motivation in anime history. There's a hot devil chick that he works with. She motivates him by saying that he gets to do progressively more things with her boobs. Like, they go to execute the first devil, and Denji's like, I don't want to fight a devil, I'm scared, it's gonna kill me. And she's like, I'll let you see one tit. And then Denji's just like, yeah, let's go beat that devil.
Immediate morale boost.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. That's so
And this
silly.
Yeah, in this super serious like series about like literally devils roaming around, increasing murder and people being like slain left and right and tragedies happening. Main characters is motivated by boobs.
I mean, fair.
And I'm selling Denji a little short, but I'm not that short really.
I love Guardian.
Oh yeah, like I first thought it was just gonna be like a shield you can hide behind, but like the revenge strike is great.
Oh, yeah. It's a reason, like, most of the time you'll find Guardian in, like, the last areas of the game, because it is a powerful chip.
I mean, 200. That's 200 is enough to take most things out.
Yeah. Swoosh. Time Bomb 3.
Wonderful.
So yeah,
How's the
like
boss?
like you were saying, enough to take most things out. Like those handies are the top tier handies, and they only have 200 health. It's like the top tier enemy of a particular type, and I can just Guardian and then wait for it to get hit.
Noise.
It's that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not powerful, yeah. Ow. Just like Nintendo, we're playing with power. Wait, was that Nintendo?
Yeah, Nintendo Power.
Okay. My brain was like, no, that's Sega, but I'm like, no, Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Man, you know what I wish still existed? I think it still exists in a form, but it's not as good.
Hmm.
Like, back in the day, D&D used to have a magazine where the official D&D company would, like, trickle release new content little by little, like magic items, encounters,
Yeah,
monsters, and all
Unearthed
that.
Arcana.
Yeah, but like, well, like,
But
was
yeah,
an
I know
official,
what you
like-
mean, like the actual D&D magazines that they used to do.
Yeah, and like Unearthed Arcana gets like wacky unbalanced sometimes, but like
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of a lot of the stuff from Dungeon Magazine like was curated. Like there was still some wacky stuff, but a lot of it was like stuff you could put right into your game.
I
Oh,
love
and-
Gateman and his tiny men inside of him.
Yeah. Pathfinder has a couple new classes that are interesting too. There's one where you channel like I don't think I'll ever play Pathfinder because it's a bit too crunchy for me, but I like their concepts a lot of the time.
It's one of those things where I kind of want to play Pathfinder, but yeah, it's way too crunchy for me. I don't think I could handle, like, that much.
Yeah, like I play 5th edition once in a while. Like I tried to play Palladium recently, and Palladium's just like Palladium's too hard for my brain, I think.
So Palladium, specifically Rifts, was the first tabletop game I ever played.
Yeah.
I almost couldn't continue.
Yeah, like
Because I was just like, this is none of this makes sense.
well, like, and I built a totally unviable character just because I didn't know enough about the game. Because like I built a tattoo mage, and I made all my tattoos like regular animals.
Yeah.
And like that's the way I built it. Like I used all my points to put a bunch of like elephants and tigers and bears and all that. And then I found out that we were playing in a mega damage world, and everything can deal mega damage.
Oh.
And even one mega damage can kill any of my tattoo creatures. And when my tattoo creatures died, then they would do like damage to me. Like I had a totally unviable character that was pretty much useless, and like I just didn't know how to build them right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was fortunate that the people I was playing with, they basically made my character for me.
Yeah, I needed some guidance like that because I was not doing well.
So you know who I'm talking about when I say Wolf Steer, right?
Yes.
Like that's his screen name, but you know like the actual person?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was how I met him actually.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because his wife, I knew her for a couple of years before, and she was like, hey, do you want to play this game? And I was like, I have never played an RPG in my life. Well, I mean, I've never played an RPG like that in my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was one of those things. I did the thing that every new tabletop RPGer does, which is I was like, you know, the GM was like, okay, so what do you want to do? And I was waiting for my options.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea, like, okay, but what can I do? And he was just like, literally anything.
Yeah, it usually takes like a few sessions before like new players totally get like, oh, what can I do? Anything you can think of, as long as you roll high enough.
and like the more I've gotten into gaming, the more I've latched onto systems where it is literally whatever you want. Because like Mage, for example, you know, Mage is literally if you have the gumption to back it up, you can do it.
I'm excited for your Mage game, by the way.
What?
I'm excited. Is that your Mage game? Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I said I was excited for your Mage game. Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm excited too.
Yeah, I'm excited to like see my character concept come to life because I've never built a mage character. I've built vampires, but never mages.
Owie.
And I get to be an ex-technocracy mage? That's awesome.
Yes, Engine, I know you're accessing my microphone. You can stop that now. It did that again, where it was like, hey, by the way, I'm accessing your microphone.
It just wants you to know.
Yep. I'm about to take a lot of damage.
That it loves you.
But at least they will too. Yeah, Squish, I don't know why it's done that now twice. Where like the engine, the program for the me talking, the avatar, is just like, hey, by the way, we're accessing your microphone. Well, and specifically, it's not it sending the message, it's my antivirus software.
Oh.
But what that means is that my antivirus software is flagging that, hey, by the way, this program is using your microphone. Do you want it to actually do that?
Okay,
and
so
I'm like, well, yes.
What you do is you find out which drive your antivirus software is installed in, and you just take that out of your computer and you hold it over a bucket of water and you threaten to dip it if it doesn't behave.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a reasonable answer.
Yeah, that's how you tame the the spirit within, you know?
How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah. You can only do that if your name is Hiccup, though. That was the key.
I have hiccups. Does that count? Good God,
Yeah.
that thing moves fast.
There was a fan fiction. There was a fan fiction proposed beginning to How to Train Your Dragon that I read once, and it was totally just like a thing on Twitter, but I really liked it.
Okay.
And it was like this old Viking from like a couple hundred years before like Hiccup and his clan existed. It was an old Viking giving a prophecy, and like every time he went to like develop the end of this prophecy, he was like, and the one that will free us from the dragon menace will be. Oh, I'm sorry. And the one to free us from the dragon menace will be.
It just kept going. And so they immediately thought it was like the guy's name would actually be Hiccup. I like that.
Well, in that one, they just like the guy called it a day, and then I think it was a medicine man or something, but he had a heart attack the next day.
Oh
So
God.
his prophecy never got recorded. But like, you know, it turned out that like, yeah, Hiccup did save you from the dragons.
I love that. I love that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, and like there was like storyboarding, like really crude storyboard animation to it, and if I find it, I'll send it to you. But
Please do. That sounds hilarious.
I mean, those movies are fantastic. I just thought that would have been cool to add to it.
I have not actually ever seen them.
They're better than you think they would be. Like they look like fairly like typical like Pixar pump it out stuff, but they're pretty good. Actually, I think DreamWorks made it. But
Yeah, it's a DreamWorks. But like it's one of those things of like I've just never like sat down to watch it. Like for a long time, I hadn't seen Shrek either.
Yeah.
Like
I go back and forth on whether like Shrek is brilliant or just meh.
I think I'm firmly on the side that it's brilliant when it's trying to be.
Yeah. Like that fourth movie when they're looking for King Arthur, that seemed kind of phoned in.
That's not even the fourth, that's like the second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's the second one.
But Shrek Forever After, when he has to win Fiona's heart again? Oh, give me more of that, please.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Puss in Boots movie?
Because Forever After is the one with Rumpelstiltskin. And he creates that alternate universe where... I can't remember what the alternate was.
Yeah.
It was something to do with, like Shrek and like, because Shrek ends up... Oh, yeah, because he didn't want to... Like, he was getting tired of being tied down by being married to Fiona.
Yeah.
And so he had wished that he and Fiona had never met.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shrek never saved Fiona. That was the difference. That was the change.
Yeah, and Rumpelstiltskin said, like, yeah, I'll give you... Yeah, Shrek wanted a day off from all his duties. And Rumpelstiltskin says, like, yeah, if you need a day off, I'll just take a day from you. Just a random day. And Shrek was like, all right. And the day that Rumpelstiltskin took away was the day that him and Fiona met.
That's what it was, yep.
Yeah. That was always, like, something that was a little, like, I guess incomplete about the Shrek and Fiona romance. Like, of course you're gonna fall in love with the guy that saves you from the Dragon Tower when you know, 3-foot nothing narcissist king is, like, the alternative. But, like, Shrek Forever After sort of disproves that criticism by saying, like, let's put them in a totally different situation where Fiona has all the power and Shrek's kind of like has no power in that situation, but he wins her heart again. It's meant to be.
I love how when we're streaming, it's just like I'm going through dungeons and we're just literally talking about some of the most random shit.
Oh yeah, it's how my brain works. Unless I have a script in front of me to like keep me on task, my brain goes all over the place.
And that's why I kind of like that we don't, you know? Because this is fun.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Oh, and both of my favorite sci-fi settings are being made into the media next year. That is a 3-body problem and 40k.
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm actually optimistic on both of them because, okay, I'm optimistic just because Henry Cavill's involved, and I think like if Amazon gives him as much power as they say they're gonna give him, which they may not, like he's gonna have a lot of creative control, and he's a big old nerd like the rest of us. So he's gonna make sure stuff is like on the lower side.
Yeah.
And then 3-body problem, from what I've seen, they're doing some creative shit with it, so I'm excited.
I don't think Guardian can actually kill these shadows, but I kind of want to find out. Okay, or the shadow can just kill me. That's fine too.
Yeah.
Hate those frickin' things.
Yeah, they're quick, eh?
Yeah. No, Ratty. I don't want to deal with you. Fine. Fuck you. Ow. My reflexes aren't as good in my old age.
That rat reminds me of the fat guy from the Batman movie that had a bomb put inside of him. Have you seen
What?
those Batman movies? Have you seen the Batman movies, like the Christopher Nolan ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to break out of the jail, the Joker gets one of his henchmen arrested that has like a bomb surgically implanted inside of him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then boom, and then he gets out of the jail.
I completely forgot that was even a plot point.
Yeah, that was a dark one.
Yeah, I completely forgot that was even a plot point.
Oh yeah, those movies are good too.
You know what I was
good DC
like?
Movies. Those are good DC movies.
I was really pleasantly surprised at how good the Robert Pattinson Batman was.
Oh yeah.
Very, very much so.
Yeah, heard it's very gritty.
It's very gritty, but in the right way.
Like you'd expect Batman to be like a more grounded Batman.
Yeah,
kind of thing?
it's a very grounded, very detective first Batman.
Oh, I like that.
Ood, I am legitimately dead serious. It has become one of, if not absolutely, my favorite Batman movie. And you know how much of a Batman fan I am.
I might have to watch it.
Yep. I 100% recommend it. Like, it is absolutely worth your time. And, yeah, he doesn't sparkle in it at all.
Oh no, I wouldn't expect him to.
No, but it's the joke, right?
No.
But, no, like, just... Because it's dark, it's gritty, it's bleak. But, you know, Batman as a character in it is all about just trying to make people better, like trying to save people, trying to... Like, he's not just out to beat people up, except for one specific scene where it's immediately seen on as he's ashamed that he just, you know, went and beat up a bunch of people.
Yeah, like he let himself go too far.
Yeah. And then their version of the Riddler legitimately scares me.
Oh yeah, that's I forget his name, but yeah.
Yep, Dano, whatever his first name is. Paul Dano?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, such a good job of being like a Zodiac-style Riddler. And then...
Paul Dano. Yeah.
So, the best part about him, and mild spoilers, but I mean, you kind of know that Batman wins in the end. It's a Batman movie.
I don't mind spoilers. I'm one of those people that don't care about spoilers.
Oh, okay. I'm the same, too, honestly. So, at the end of it, he captures Riddler, but he has to go back like to talk to him, kind of Hannibal Lecter style, for like the big finale.
Yeah.
And the Riddler is like, "Oh yes, I'm such an amazing person. I fooled you and all this, or you had to solve my puzzles," and Batman's just like, "No, I literally just Googled it," and he throws a legitimate hissy fit.
Because Batman Googled it?
Yeah, well, because Batman didn't play by the rules. He caught me, but he didn't play by the rules, and how dare you not play by my rules? And immediately, all of the, like, fear and, like, the dread of this almost monstrous version of the Riddler shatters, and he just becomes a petulant child, screaming and throwing the chair around. Because he lost because Batman didn't play by his rules. And that's kind of the Riddler in a nutshell.
Yeah, like, he wanted Batman to do the challenge of his gambit. He didn't want Batman to cheat.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Batman's like, no, there's people's lives in danger. I'm not just gonna play this madman's fucking game.
Which is, like, very realistic, honestly.
Yeah. I'm not playing your game, I'm saving people. And yeah, the Riddler has a complete and total, like, screeching, petulant fit. Like, when I'm talking, like, a petulant child, I'm meaning, like, you know, the kid at the store who like, doesn't get the candy bar he wants, and he's, like, on the ground, kicking and screaming. And all you see from Batman is just this, "Oh, you pitiful, miserable person."
Yeah.
You know, like, he realizes that he, like, nobody needs to be afraid of the Riddler.
Yeah.
It's honestly so good, because it tells me that, is it Matt Reeves is the director? And I can't remember the writer, but it tells me that the two of them kind of understand what they're working with. But, yeah. And then immediately Matt Reeves was like, "Yep, the next villains I want to use, I haven't really decided, and they haven't really given me the okay, but I want to do either Man-Bat or Clayface. Screw all these super serious, you know, like, human enemies."
Is Clayface the one that can become whatever substance he touches?
No, that would be, oh, what the heck is his name? But no, Clayface is, like, he's made of mud and can reshape his body.
Oh, shit.
He was an aspiring actor. Or not even aspiring, he was, like, a Clark Gable type leading man.
And, like, is he durable? Like, does that mud form make him, like, hard to take down?
Oh, yeah, he's goop, you know? You punch him and he just reforms.
Oh, damn. So, like, but you have to freeze him.
Yep, freezing him works. Putting too much water into him works.
Oh, yeah.
They actually, in the animated series, they're worried that they legitimately killed Clayface one time by dropping him into the bay by accident.
Oh, yeah, he was probably just rooting around at the bottom of the bay.
Yep, basically.
Does he need to breathe?
I don't believe so. I actually legitimately can't remember if he needs to breathe or not. He's honestly one of my favorite, he's honestly one of my favorite bad guys. Fun fact about Clayface that I only learned very recently. So, Clayface in the animated series, voiced by Ron Perlman.
Oh.
That's not the interesting fact that I just learned.
Ron.
I love Ron Perlman.
I was sad that he got Hellboy taken away from him.
Yeah. But yeah, he voiced Clayface in that. And even as a kid, I always wondered if there was something up with Clayface, like Matt Hagen, and his stunt double assistant guy. I always wondered if there was something up with the two of them. And yeah, the creators are like, yeah, no, they're a gay couple. Like, that was the intent from the start. You rewatch that episode and you're like, oh yeah, how did nobody notice this beforehand?
Yeah. Sometimes the subtext is pretty heavy.
Yeah. And it's just like, yep, this is obvious.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they specifically, like, I kind of mentioned that he's basically a Clark Gable, but in fact he's more designed after Rock Hudson,
Okay.
because Rock Hudson was also secretly gay. Ouch.
Yeah, I think a lot of that. There was a lot of that in early Hollywood, I think.
Oh yeah. Because Hollywood didn't want to, acknowledge that, oh, our this attractive man, is gay, so he's not going to be interested in the women that were, that are going to flaunt themselves at him.
No, it's amplified in Hollywood because, like, statistics, like, some stereotypes are a little bit true. Like, the statistics bear out that LGBT people are like, overrepresented in creative industries, like writing, acting, musicals, performance, like being musicians. Like, creative pursuits have an overrepresentation, like, higher than you would expect.
Oh yeah.
Of LGBT people. So I imagine Hollywood's much the same, and there's like a disproportionate amount of people hiding in the closet,
Oh, absolutely. I've been backstage enough. There's loads of people that aren't even hiding in their closets.
Oh yeah.
I'm just imagining, like, some of my friends from the theater. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't think they've ever been in a closet.
I mean, I've never been in an adult theater, but, like, my high school had a theater program. So, like, I was in the theater program all my years there.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, a lot of the people that were in the theater program with me now today are either openly gay or otherwise,
Yep. Yep, it's absolutely a thing. I would probably put the statistic even as high as 30%. No, 30%. That's the wrong direction. Like 70%, maybe even as high as 90%.
Yeah.
Like, it is a large amount of people. Yeah, I would go anywhere between 70 to 90% of, like, all of artistic design is LGBT.
Yeah, and also, like, it's sort of a phenomenon that, like, once a place becomes right-wing, like, art slows and, like, kind of stagnates. Like, it sounds like a superhero, like a supervillain thing to say. It sounds like you're just, like, stereotyping conservatives, but, like, right-wingers have a harder time being creative and doing creative things.
Well, like, yeah, and it's a thing that's actually, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Statistics agree with you.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, the Roman Empire, that's when the Roman Empire really kind of started to collapse on itself, is when they started really, like, leaning into their very more hardcore right-wing, like what we would refer to nowadays as right-wing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's absolutely a thing that happened. Like, art just kind of died out.
Like even, no matter where you look, it kind of, like, falls flat. Like, you look at, like, I'm most familiar with, like, right-wing versus left-wing comedy.
Yeah.
Like, stand-up comedy. And, like, I've searched for a stand-up comedian that was conservative and sort of funny. And, like, there are stand-up comedians that are funny and right-wing, but they don't use their right-wing stuff for their humor. Whenever they lean on their politics, their humor, like, doesn't hit and isn't popular.
Yeah.
Like you can even see that in the view counts. But like left wingers can still use their politics in their stand-up comedy and still be funny. Like I don't know, maybe I have a bias, but like it seems like the view count and the ratings of those videos agree with me.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Like,
god, Red Devil, go away.
Oh boy.
I hate
I
these
think
things.
it's called. I think it's Michael Knorr. I might have the name wrong, but he has like his version of like the Daily Show. That's terrible. Like,
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about now. I was like, why do I know that name?
yeah. I don't know. Maybe because its art is the exploration of like new ideas and fringe ideas. Like I think at least good art has some of that in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that seems to clash with some of their values. I don't know.
You know the worst thing about these Red Devils? I
What's the
would
word?
absolutely be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna turn on, you know, I'm just gonna turn on Buster Max mode. Except it won't help.
Oh yeah. Because it can't take regular damage, right?
Yep. It only takes damage from swords.
Shit. Does the axe only take damage from axes?
No. Just the virus in general only takes damage from sword attacks.
That's interesting.
You know what? We're gonna try and run, I think. Damn it.
Oh, I don't think I have time to put it in this campaign. So, like if Athena, you're listening, it's not going to be a spoiler because it's not going to be part of the campaign. But there's a cool second edition monster that was ported over to 5th edition by a YouTuber I know, and it's called an eyewax candle, or oh now I'm high. I can't remember its name, but it's basically
Oh no, now
spirit.
I'm high.
Oh yeah, it's basically a spirit that lives inside the eye of one of your players. And basically, it's the spirit of somebody who was recently murdered. And they want your players to help get revenge on its murderer. And if you ignore it, and it lives inside of the eye of one of your players, so one of your players has like this little ghost made of fire inside of one of their eyes. And if you ignore it, every time you walk by a source of flame, it can, from inside the eyeball, like cast control flame and make all kinds of trouble for you guys.
I
So,
love
like,
that.
yeah, so like it's almost like an impromptu adventure thing where you have to go solve this little ghost murderer to rid it out of your companion's eye.
So you know what that reminds me of?
What does that remind you of?
There was a medical. I'm fairly sure it was an urban legend. Like I'm fairly sure it didn't actually happen. But there was like a medical story of a woman who got an eye transplant, and it turned out that the eye was from another woman who had been murdered, and she could see the last thing that woman had seen, which turned out to be the murderer.
I know one reason why that's probably not true. Because there is no such thing as eyeball transplant. You can transplant.
Well, yeah, it wasn't the eyeball. It was, I believe, the cornea.
Oh yeah, those.
I believe it was
totally-
a cornea transplant. But
Those
like the
totally-
woman's last moments had been ingrained into the lens itself,
Oh.
and so she could see the murderer's face, and she was trying to figure out like who is this man I keep seeing.
Oh, that's interesting.
And eventually she started realizing that like the more she looked at it, the more the picture kind of became clearer to her, and the more she realized it was a man strangling her POV. And like she led the police to him, and he confessed and whatnot. Like I said, I'm fairly sure that it was just an urban legend, but at the same time it's a really cool story.
Yeah, I like it. And so even if it's an urban legend, sometimes bending your disbelief enough just to have some fun is fun.
Yeah. I know that it was a story that was used as one of the medical tales in Blackjack,
Oh yeah?
which is a anime and a manga that I love.
Yeah. I know about Blackjack.
Yeah, I actually just recently found my copy of the first manga.
Mm.
So I've been kind of on a kick wanting to rewatch the series and reread the manga.
Oh, did you hear about the edgy emo shit we're up to? Like that All Plot is X up to next month
No.
on
Oh yeah, I
Friday.
forgot. We've unlocked a bunch of floors.
Oh yeah.
So we can physically move to different floors and try to enter from those areas.
Oh yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on Friday the 13th of next month, we're going to St. Louis. St. Louis? I
I,
can figure it out.
yeah, I'm
St.
not sure
Louis,
actually.
which has a ghost train, and we're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
set up a table on the tracks or where the tracks used to be, and do an episode about the ghost train on the ghost train tracks.
Yep. I am someone who I have seen the ghost light.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it'd be nice to get your account because we're planning on getting a bunch of B-roll of locals talking about it.
Yeah.
Maybe going to a bar or a cafe or wherever we can. The mayor likes to talk about it, so I've sent a few messages to the mayor, but we want to get as many people as we can.
Yeah, I was very young, but I distinctly remember seeing the ghost light. We went out there specifically to look at it.
I wonder if anything spooky is gonna happen when we're there.
It would be cool if it did.
Yeah, I'm one of those like I don't believe in ghosts because I don't think I've ever seen one, but I think if I've seen one, I believe. Like
I
think
have
that's
I ever,
open enough to see stuff.
have I ever told you about the ghost that I like legitimately fought at my work?
No, do tell.
So it was a few months of working there, and I was on a midnight shift. So like, midnight to 6 or midnight to 7. And like I was comfortable with the place. It wasn't like, oh man, I'm super nervous about being here, right?
Yeah, you were settled in, eh?
Yep, I was nicely settled in. I was happy. I had already done my midnight patrol, so now I was on to my 2 a.m. patrol, and I pressed the elevator button. And the moment my finger depressed into the button, it was like something latched onto the back of my mind and told me, you are going to die here. Like, I was filled with the absolute, like, pants-filling terror of, I am going to die here tonight. And it did not stop until I got back to the desk at the end of my half-hour-long patrol. I got into my desk. So we have like one of those big granite slab desks. I got onto the inside part of that, and immediately the sensation went away.
Oh.
But like I was feeling like, like when I say I felt like I was gonna die, like I was looking around corners and like my hair was all on end and I was terrified. Like truly and utterly terrified for my life. And then, like I said, it immediately went away. I brought that up to a mutual friend of ours who used to run an occult shop.
I know who that is.
Yep. And he was like, okay, that legitimately sounds like something. So I asked him, okay, what do you suggest I do? And he gave me some pointers, things like, grounding yourself, being very specific and pointed of, no, leave me alone, right? And, yep, it took a little while, and eventually I had that sensation happen again. I was in the basement, all of a sudden I felt that dread feeling again, I grounded myself. I focused every bit of will in my soul straight back out the back of my head to where, like, it literally felt like something had latched onto the back of my head. Focused it, shot it out back with just the thought of, go away. And I swear, like, it could have been machinery. I'm totally, like, it could have just been machines or whatever, but I heard something go. I have not once had a problem like that again, and I've been there for now 7 years.
I missed what the sound was.
Like a hissing.
Oh.
Like a very angry, like a big hiss. I have never had an experience like that again. I think whatever I did worked. Now, fast forward to a week later. I am chatting with one of the cleaners. Now, important to note, that friend that owns the occult shop is the only person who knows at this point. Because I'm kind of embarrassed to be like, oh yeah, I felt like there was a ghost, right?
Oh yeah.
Because society is super rational and it's like, oh, you're just making things up or you're just spooked or whatever, right?
Right.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to tell anyone except that friend. Because I'm kind of embarrassed of myself and a little bit, awkward, right? One of the Filipino cleaners, I was chatting with her, and out of nowhere she goes, do you know why none of us stay after 9 p.m.? And I said, well, no, Dolores, I don't. Why? And she said, because when my niece was still here, she was very sensitive to this kind of stuff. And she proceeded to tell me the exact story, the exact situation that I was in that happened to her niece.
Yeah, that's certainly interesting.
Hey, Lay! It was just it was just so weird, like, and it was one of those weird things where it was like, we weren't talking about that kind of thing. We weren't, like, I have never brought up ghosts at work. But all of a sudden, Dolores was just, like wiping the desk off and goes, by the way, do you know why we don't stay past 9 o'clock? Yeah, I'm like, no. And then, yeah, she told me the exact same story of the, pressing the elevator button, being filled with dread, and, like, she, like, felt so uncomfortable by it. Not only did she not want to come back to the building, she actually went back to the Philippines. Because she was just like, no, not having any of this. But yeah, weird little, like, that's kind of my most prominent ghost story.
Yeah, mine doesn't have anything like that. Mine just involves being in a cabin, and the rest of the people I came with had continued on to it was at a ski mountain, and they continued on to go skiing, and I was just in the cabin by myself, and I just got a feeling of dread and terror, like I was a prey animal about to be pounced on, and I could feel my heart thumping in my chest, and like I could feel my mouth go dry, and I could feel the panic rising in me, but didn't hear anything, didn't see anything, nothing moved, no sounds were made, there's no shuffling, nothing happened with the lights, absolutely nothing happened. I just had a sudden, overwhelming feeling of fear and dread, like I have to escape, and I sat paralyzed with fear for probably 5 minutes in that cabin before I finally got the courage to run out. And when I went back later, that feeling didn't return, but I never knew what happened there.
Yeah, that sounds pretty similar to mine.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I would like to believe that there's such a thing as ghosts. I like I said, that's pretty much my only real ghost experience. The only other one that I would possibly consider a ghost experience was actually fairly recently, when my grandmother passed. We had a thing when I was growing up, because her bedroom, which is actually now the office which I'm currently sitting in, shares a wall with my bedroom. And when I would be going to sleep, I would knock on the wall, and she would knock back to me. And she passed away, 2019. The day after she passed, I was laying in bed, and all of a sudden I heard 3 distinct knocks on my wall. And that was it. Again, it's one of those things where, like, there wasn't anything, like, on the wall that could have made that noise, and, like, it was a distinct, like, knocking. So, like, I can't think of any reasonable explanation for it. But I also don't want to necessarily jump to, it was my grandmother's spirit talking to me. Right?
Right.
I'm sensible enough to say, well, there's probably a reasonable explanation. This is an old house. It could have just been settling. Could have been wishful thinking, etc., etc.
That's pretty spooky.
But yeah, those are my two. Those are my two, like, legitimate ghost stories. The other ones I've kind of mostly disproven in my brain.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm not ready to label mine a ghost or anything supernatural. Like, I'm not willing to say it isn't either, though. Like, I'm very comfortable saying I don't know, because I never do know for sure. It could have been something supernatural. It could have been something mundane. And like, I'm very comfortable saying I don't know, and I don't know, the mystery still sort of tickles me.
Yeah, because that's kind of the thing, right? If you're willing to say I don't know, it's something that a lot of people who, like, on both ends of the spectrum, who want supernatural things to be real, and those who don't want them to be real, they're not comfortable with saying I don't know, so they focus and harp on, it has to be real, or it has to be fake.
Yeah. I'm not overly concerned with that.
Yep, I'm happy to just go, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, because ultimately, it doesn't matter to me either way. Either my grandmother wanted to give me one last little 3-knock I love you, or something whacked the wall.
Yeah.
It makes no difference either direction. Maybe it was just weird, delayed nervousness at work, or maybe it was some malicious entity. If it was a malicious entity, I followed that friend's advice and I got rid of it. If it wasn't, if it was just weird delayed nerves, well, I'm not nervous anymore. I know every creak and hiccup of that building at this point. The buildings guy and I have had that conversation a few times where, like, I will just walk past one of the machines and I can tell just by listening to it if it's like running properly.
Holy.
Yep. I'm good with sound, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can walk past some of the air conditioners and just go, oh yeah, that sounds like it's not cycling properly. And I'll text Dave and be like, hey, AC4 doesn't sound like it's cycling properly, and he'll go into his phone app that he has that wirelessly connects him to the air conditioners.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, oh yeah, the head's plugged.
Yeah.
I'm kind of proud of myself, because I actually legitimately did that once, where I was just like, that doesn't sound right, and he was like, I'm happy you caught that before it became a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like whenever I say I don't know, it's always with a bit of disappointment because like
Well,
I
you want
can't.
to know.
Well, well, yeah, both I want to know and like I kind of wish there was a supernatural side to life, and I wish that like a psychic side to life existed, and like there's something beyond the physical realm. Because like, you know, I'm a storyteller. Like I'm a fantasy reader. I'm a sci-fi reader. Like
Yep.
having another meta layer to reality that'd make things way more intriguing. I'd love that.
Well, and it's that idea of something to explore, something to, you know, some facet of existence that isn't just mundane.
Yeah. I'm guessing like if I were to put my money on it, like if I had to put my money down on something or another, I would say like we just haven't built the technology to detect things like that yet, but someday we might.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly it, right?
Yeah.
Ah! Those things move so damn fast. Do not like. Cool story, bro.
Womp womp womp. Oh, I'm heading to bed in 10 minutes here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that was kind of a opportune moment to fail, I suppose. I'll go back and buy the full energies and... Okay, what? Frickin'... Because I have a bunch of those L-bits. Used. We don't have that one. We haven't used the L-bit elevator. But I can't find the little node for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot. I didn't want to use the Kodo Pass. No, we're using the AC/DC Pass. I want some full energies. I'm literally just tapping the button as fast as humanly possible. Because I'm like, buy them all! That's one thing that's always kind of annoyed me, is you can't, like, just buy multiple. You have to, like, will you buy this one? Yes. Will you buy this one? Yes. Will you buy this one? Yes. Like old school RPGs. Like going back and playing like Dragon Quest, for example, that bothers me so much, because you have to go through the entire dialogue of, like, what would you like to buy? Ah, this? Very good. And then the shop closes. And then you have to, like, re-talk to the shopkeeper guy. And it's like, god damn it. So Squishy sold all your Nintendo stuff besides your 3DS and your Switch. Time to let go. Well, yeah. Sometimes you have to. I am not one of those people. I have every system that I've ever owned. Even my Wii U that doesn't work anymore, I still have it in a box, but I should probably just get rid of that at that point. Because, like, it literally does not work. It won't turn on. There is no point to keeping that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I've got... One, I think the difference between that is I'm a collector, right? I actually added a new thing to my collection that I'm quite proud of.
What was that?
A friend of mine was given a Game Boy, like an original Game Boy, in a case and everything, in basically pristine condition. Like, it doesn't even look like the guy ever really played it.
Yeah, It's good to get your hands on some classic game and shit. Eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, please. Please die. I always hate it when there's, like, the two handies with this... How? This is not gonna work. With these, like, panels in the middle. Just haven't played them in forever and you don't want to collect, nor do you. Well, that's exactly it. And it's, you know, it's something that I absolutely do. Like, I 100% collect things. Yeah, you know what? We're maybe just gonna save and quit at this point.
Yeah.
Because, like, I am lost.
Oh, we'll get her next time.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It won't be next week, but it'll be the week after.
Oh, okay. Next week's your off week, eh?
No, next week, well, I mean, off streaming, yeah, but it's my 3 to 11s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, 2 weeks from now, we'll attack her again. Maybe we'll case this game.
Well, absolutely, because, like, this is literally the end. We just have to get through the apartment computers, and then, like, we fight the final boss.
Hot damn, so we might even start 3.
Oh, we'll definitely be starting 3.
Hell yeah.
Because I think what I'll do is I'll use a map and, like, figure out where the hell the elevator thing is.
And, like, canonically, like, these games all happen a few months apart, right?
Yeah, like, all 6 of them are about a year and a half.
Oh, damn. So we're not even jumping that far ahead.
No. One thing that we will be doing with 2 is just like 1, we'll be doing the post-game stuff as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, with 2, there's like a couple of extra boss battles and like an entire area to explore. 3 actually has like legitimate post-game story. Or wait, is 2 the one that has a legitimate post-game story?
Oh, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. I remember that there's a section in either 2 or 3 that has like an entire like 3 boss plot line at the end after you beat the final boss.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out.
No problem.
I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Oh, always.
Good. And I hope everyone had as much fun as I did. Because I know I have fun.
Yeah.
And we got 2 new... 2? Yes,
yeah.
2 new followers.
Oh, that's cool.
That brings us ever closer. That brings us ever closer to that wonderful 50 where I can actually start, you know, making money off of this and maybe upgrade my shit.
And more importantly, closer to 69.
That is the very important. 50 is pittance. We need to get to 69 so we can have a nice stream.
Tell your friends. If your friend has an enlarged energy gun for a hand, tell him. He'll be a fan of the stream.
Yes. An enlarged energy gun. Gotta get to 69, then 420. Yes. And then 42,069.
Yeah.
And then 69,420.
Yeah. If you know any children that fight terrorists, they would like this stream too. They'd relate hard.
Children that fight terrorists. Children with energized guns for hands.
Yeah. Oh, and fathers that don't like their kids, they would like the stream too.
Yes.
You get to see what your kid is doing when you're ignoring them, which is fighting
terrorists.
It's a brutal world, Mega Man. Why aren't there any adults on the fighting terrorist team? Why are the kids taking care of all the terrorists by themselves? It's not like Pokemon where all the adults are gone. There's adults there. They're just not doing anything.
I mean, they are, like, employed. They just don't do anything.
They're just like, oh no, the terrorists, they've cut off the hospital's life supply computer. I hope some elementary school children show up to take care of this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, thank goodness a 12-year-old came by. We almost had to do actual work.
Maybe they're the only ones with like innocent enough hearts that can control the Navi.
I mean, no.
Maybe you lose. Oh yeah, because there's adults that control Navi.
Yeah.
Never mind. Damn it! I want to make this work. We'll figure something out.
Lan is just better. He's skilled.
Oh yeah, we already established that Lan is fighting terrorists because that's the only way that his dad will pay attention to him.
Yes.
If the world is at stake, right?
I have to, like, intentionally save again because I forgot if I actually saved or not.
I did that.
Because I am a paranoid person.
That's how you end up with like 30 save files in Final Fantasy X.
Right.
Well, that was very specific, yeah.
Squishy needs foodstuff. Love you all. Love you, Squishy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sign off.
And I think I will too. We've been streaming for, darn, 9 minutes shy of 4 hours.
Oh boy. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching, people. Put your notifications on so that when Cappy goes live, you get notified and you get a little ping on your phone. You don't miss any of the Mega Man Mondays or any of the spooky stuff that Cappy has planned.
Yeah, and if you want to know what Cappy's got planned, I put that on my Twitter. I've got a lot of spooky stuff going on in October. We're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, a different game for each.
Yeah, read it. Read the schedule. Read Cabby's schedule. Read it to your kids as a bedtime story.
Yeah. Read it to your children. Nice bedtime stories. Tell them about Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Tell them about Ghostbusters. Introduce them to the creepy ass nurses from Silent Hill. I'm sure they won't have nightmares.
Yeah. And for kids like, who's Cabby? Why are you talking about Twitch? It's 10 at night. I have school tomorrow. Take away their suppers until they improve, okay?
Yes. The beatings shall continue until morale improves.
Indeed. Indubitably.
Alright. Bye-bye, everybody.
Oh boy.